All right, so here we are back at it again on the stream as well.
Okay, so we're still waiting for the Artesia football team to come out. I guess they probably wait till a certain time. It's 5 minutes and 40 seconds on the clock till game time. So if I'm guessing they might come out at 5 minutes because it seems like it's getting pretty close.
I know the cheerleaders last year, I think they were really close to winning their state championship as well. So another thing that Artesia takes a lot of pride in there. One of the things that the Cavemen take pride in is their band. This year, the band bigger than it's possibly ever been. They said that it's one of the biggest that they've ever had, but possibly the biggest that it's ever been, which is a huge, feat to accomplish, to just get kids out there, make sure that they, are a part of it. There's a lot that goes into band. Every time I talk to a student that is from band, they've got to be here, they've got to do this, they've got pictures at this point, they've got, the last few weeks for them has been significantly busy, apparently. And so here is the Bulldogs coming out. Looks like Coach Maupin's going to lead the crew out there. Four minutes, 30 seconds until kickoff is set to start. We appreciate you guys jumping in on the stream with us. Working through some internet issues just moments ago, but we expect to be past those issues.
Okay, so they go through the A, and then they bust the, what does it say? This county ain't big enough for the both of us.
All right, so the banner there for the Cavemen, or for the Bulldogs, says this county ain't big enough for the both of us. And tonight, a beautiful night here in Artesia, flag blowing out towards north. So it will possibly affect kicks, at least distance-wise, not really necessarily side to side in terms of accuracy, but some distance could be affected that way. That is a big flag, so it probably takes a decent amount to blow it. So
and I feel like
decent wind.
10 minutes ago, it wasn't blowing at all.
Right.
It was just straight down. So yeah, it just must have started up. Maybe they wanted a little bit of breeze, so they put a portico on the south side.
Exactly. Exactly. All right, Bulldogs piling up right there, waiting to get into their famous dog pile. Cavemen on the sidelines waiting for their time to start here in 2026. The Cavemen football team awaits their start. Artesia waiting on their hype video to stop or to finish up. But Ruben, you talked about it a little bit, just the kickoffs, the starburst, and what that does to teams. It makes them game plan for something that they're not sure how to handle exactly. And the onside kick and the squibs become very much an asset to this team, because they either get good field position guaranteed or they possibly can score. And that's something that they have been really, really good at.
Yeah, I think it's just like anything. If you can perfect one or two parts of your game that people have to game plan around, it makes a big difference.
Here's the Bulldogs coming out. Want to see the way they started. The first line of them do a slide, and then after that, I'm imagining there's a technique to it that is kind of more of a safer way. Like, hey, the first line, it's important you do this, because if you don't and you lay a certain way, there's a good chance that you come out of there with, I don't know, some kind of injury. So they've probably gotten it down over the years that they say, hey,
and
this has worked.
I'm sure there's minor injuries, but I think there's nothing major, because if not, I think they would have to stop doing that, because you don't want to take a chance of somebody getting hurt. But it was kind of cool how the way they first ones just kind of slid to kind of build the base for it, and then they just go straight up from there.
I think I'd be okay with not being at the bottom. That's for sure. That's for sure. All right, Carlsbad Cavemen coming in to try and prove something this year, try and get a jump start to the 2026 season with a W on their record. That is something that has been definitely talked about throughout the offseason. There's definitely, been a day countdown somewhere in the locker room and somewhere on a whiteboard, in one of the coaches, if not all the coaches, offices saying, hey, this is when season starts. This is how many days we have. This is what we're preparing for. This is a fast team. This is a team that has focused on explosion and a team that is locked and loaded defensively from what we've been told.
Yeah, so from the Artesia side, you always know that they're going to have a great passing game. They're going to have several receivers. They can score quickly, and then they've also got a great running game. You know what I mean? There's always that one or two running backs that can just, get 150 yards in a night, just like it was no big deal. So yeah, it's not like they're one-dimensional where you can just stop them at will.
Last year, Brock Wright had 21 carries, 130 yards. He was one of the key players of the game. The rest of the key players from Carlsbad, according to my notes, were seniors that have graduated since then. So we're going to see a lot of new numbers on offense that are going to be very important to this team. But you never know. That might be, that can always be a good or a bad thing, or both, where, hey, they don't have a lot of notes on these guys, so we can see some breakout stars have some solid nights tonight. We know about Braden Flores as well. He had himself a solid year last year as well, especially when he would get catches at the tight end position. Said he averaged about 10 yards a catch, and I want to say he was maybe targeted 15 times last year. So
not very often.
You would maybe want to see him get a couple of more looks this year, but a big asset in his blocking, which is the big deal. So Cavemen set to receive. Going to see how this goes. Here comes the kick. This one, a short one. It is caught at the 35-yard line. It's going to come down at about the 36-yard line. We'll see where they spot this one.
Was that McKibben that got that one? It looked like number 9.
I don't believe so.
I think so.
Could be. Hard to see that one, but
5. It was Valencia, number 5.
All right, so Cavemen going to get their first set of downs of the season.
Pretty good field position, looks like. What is it, on the 37
yard line?
Yeah.
So here we go. Marlon Munoz set to make his 2026 debut alongside Brock Wright in the backfield. We're going to see what this looks like. All right, Brock Wright gets the handoff, and he's going to get tackled for a 2-yard loss there. So Cavemen starting off their season with a run. And Ruben, one of the things about the Cavemen 5 years ago that you would have said every single year, the Cavemen, they run the ball. That's what you talk about when you talk about the offense. It is a ground and pound, a running type of style game. Last year, as the season went on, we saw more and more of a dual threat offense.
Opening it up, yeah.
And Marley Munoz is definitely a threat on the ground and in the air. And here he's going to hold on to this one. He's going to get tackled for a loss as well. Another 2 yards lost for the Cavemen. Artesia starting out hot on the first 2 downs of the game. It's going to be 3rd and long here for the Cavemen.
Yeah, it puts them in a tough position because, with the long field like this, you're thinking they're going to have to pass just to try to get the first down, but you can't do nothing too crazy because you don't want to get turnovers, especially early in the game. So we'll
3rd and 15 here. So Cavemen looking to pass it here possibly. Let's see what Munoz does. He's going to hold on to this one. He's got some room to run, plenty of room to run. He's got the first down, slides, gets hit. And that's going to be a nice run there for Munoz. And the last thing that the Bulldogs were expecting there was for the Cavemen to take off running. Yeah, and Munoz with the legs made it work.
Really good. He kind of got his head taken off, it looked like, on that play too. It's like he slid, but they came at him right away. But yeah, that was a nice first down. So that's one thing we know about Munoz is that he's a dual threat. Can pass the ball and he can run it, so that helps out a lot.
Absolutely. All right, so the Cavemen with a fresh set of downs here at the 49-yard line, opposing 49-yard line.
So we have Jackson Duarte also in the backfield for the Cavemen.
And right there, Brock Wright using his strength there, knocked a helmet off on defense as he gathered about 5 yards right there on the carry. Great job there by Wright. First positive run there for the Carlsbad senior running back, and we expect to see tons of that throughout this year. Just a year one of the things that I was really looking forward to in this football season was watching Brock Wright just plow through people.
Yeah, he definitely makes you aware that he's there when he goes right into you.
Absolutely. So Munoz in the shotgun, he hands this one off again to Wright. He's going to run through a couple defenders yet again. About 4-yard gain right there. They're going to be just short of the first down, but a good solid couple of runs for Wright. And now this is a much more ideal third down for the Cavemen than it was the last time around.
So like 3rd down and 1 is what it looks like from here right on the 40-yard line. So yeah, it's definitely more manageable, but you definitely got to get that first down to keep moving the chains.
All right, so Munoz scanning back and forth. He's going to hold on to this one himself. He's going to get the first down and some. About a 5-yard gain there for Munoz.
Munoz on the carry.
And Ruben, if you get a chance to see some of these players, you know, unless you see them on the day-to-day or you happen to go by and catch them after practice or something, you don't really see them outside of uniform if you're just, you know, typically watching or just watching on the stream from home.
Right.
Marlon Munoz is a well-built football athlete. He's tall, he's strong. Brock Wright, I'd say he's about 6 foot. He's strong. You know,
he's solid, yes.
We talked about McKibben. He's a beast. Flores, he's gotten built too. I mean, all these kids have really gotten stronger in the offseason. Here is Munoz yet again holding on to this one, and he's going to get another 4 yards right there. And looks like they're going to give him solid
right
field position, about a 5-yard gain there. So Cavemen using the ground game well so far. No passes yet for the Cavemen.
Well, the good thing so far is that you see that it's not like you're just going to give it to Brock Wright every time and go, okay, we got to stop him. Now with Munoz, they've got to kind of spread it out a little bit.
Right now in the backfield is Braden Flores as well, so he's going to be the guy that's going to almost play fullback at times here this year, and it's going to play a big role in this running game. Look at that right there again,
good block.
Opening up a hole right there, and Brock Wright able to get it right there to the first down marker. Will they give it to him? We're going to see. It's going to be really close. It looks like it's a first down from our point, and it is. Another first down for the Cavemen. So Cavemen looking good on the ground. I think the move to have Flores in the backfield there as a fullback it might pay off in dividends this year if he continues to do what he just did right there. A great block opening up that offense.
Yeah, so far the offensive line is looking pretty good. The first 2 plays we didn't look so good, but since then we've been moving the ball and looking pretty strong.
All right, Munoz going to hand this one off to Wright. Again, Wright open, and he's going to get through for a first down. Good job there for Wright again, and effortless yardage right there for the Cavemen. Now in scoring position.
Inside the red zone. On the, what is it, were we on like the 14?
13-yard line for the Cavemen. And a fresh set of downs. Cavemen looking good here early. And this is where we really see this possession a make or break here.
Yeah.
Can we protect the ball has been the question. Last year, that was one of the things that we struggled with off and on throughout the season. Here's Wright. He's got the ball. Going to get back to the line of scrimmage, if not a little bit of a loss there. Cavemen, of course, looking for that end zone. Their backup plan, Lennon Annanins, and I don't even know if we see them come out and use a field goal unless it's, you know, a dire situation. I think they want to get that pay dirt regardless. We're going to see.
It's almost like you have to go in touchdowns against Artesia because they're going to do that as well.
Absolutely. So come the Cavemen working fairly quickly here tonight. Here's the first pass of the game. They're going to get this one off. It's going to be caught, and about a 5-yard gain there. Good play there.
Was that Jackson Duarte?
To Jackson
Sophomore.
Duarte.
That's the first look that we've seen of him.
That's the first pass that we've seen tonight, and it goes to sophomore Jackson Duarte. Lots of things we've heard about him: baseball, basketball, football. This is the kind of athlete that we want to see in more Cavemen programs. Is
for sure.
Is those dual or triple sport athletes. It's great to see it. So Duarte, well sought after by all programs, Ruben.
Yeah, you definitely got to keep recruiting that guy year after year, because with the NIL in high school.
All right, so Munoz, and right in the backfield, it's going to be a timeout for the Cavemen. They're going to get something figured out here on the third down. So Cavemen in a good position there. And we're going to take a quick break, guys. This break brought to you by Artesia General Hospital, B&B Welding, BES Supply Store, Carlsbad Community Anti-Drug and Gang Coalition.
How long?
30, please.
30.
All right, folks. So far we've seen some really good things. Great notes been taken about this Cavemen's offense so far. Brock Wright has really opened the door for the Cavemen offense. Marley Munoz has done the same, and we've seen a lot of good things out of Braden Flores as well on the lead block. All right, folks. An impressive showing so far. Offensive line has looked good for the Cavemen, Ruben. Something that we were really wondering, like, where do the Cavemen stand in terms of offensive line? I was told we would have a pretty solid offensive line. New but good, and so far we've seen really good.
Yeah, we got 3rd and 6 right now. We'll see if we can get into the end zone or at least get a first down on this play.
All right, here's the snap. Munoz going to take off to the left. He's going to get...
Oh, it's going to be close.
Going to try and go through his defender. He got a few yards on that play. Good play there.
Depends how they mark it, but it's going to be real close.
It looks like it might be right on the line there.
They have to get the
first down Cavemen. So they've got a fresh start here with just 3 yards to go here for the Cavemen in Bulldog territory, deep in Bulldog territory. Great showing for the Cavemen traveling fans and the band.
Yeah,
looks great in the opposing stands right now. All right, here we go. Moment of truth here. Munoz hands it off to Wright. Wright's going to push through, and he's going to get in. Yes, touchdown Cavemen. First touchdown of the season belongs to Brock Wright after a healthy amount of yards on the ground. The Cavemen punch it in. They're going to bring out Annanins in the special teams here for the PAT.
Annanin seems like he's a 5th-year senior, doesn't it?
He's been a part of this varsity squad for a long time. Absolutely. Snap, botched. They're going to have to run this one. They're going to throw it. Oh, that throw was way off the mark. And definitely not part of the plan there. Unfortunately, there for the Cavemen, they're going to only come out of this one with 6 points after a great offensive showing. A botched snap there. Something they're definitely going to be talking about here in just a moment with Coach Millar and the special teams.
Yeah, that's tough. A lot of times it comes down to, one extra point or something like that. So it's a big deal to miss an extra point. But we did march it down the field after the first 2 downs. Looked really bad, and 15 yards? 3rd and 15, we did pretty well.
I like your optimism. Guys, we're going to be right back. Stick around. We got more for you here in just a bit. Break brought to you by Carlsbad Medical Center, Carter Air Conditioning, and CNB Bank.
This week, the cheerleaders hosted their youth camp, and for the 5th through 7th graders.
All right, Ruben. So Cavemen come out swinging away, really. I mean, and the way that I compare this, I always like to compare sports. We're all sports best, so I guess we got to do that, right? What I saw right there is the equivalent to me of a starting pitcher coming out, and he's just throwing fastballs and change-ups. He's just throwing, just kind of starting things off, letting them see kind of what he's got, but he's not giving them the full playbook yet. He's not showing all of his pitches. Right there, the Cavemen really just used the ground game right there, knowing that, Marley Munoz has an absolute cannon on him for an arm. So
See, it's funny because I look at it the other way. I look at it as we couldn't hit the ball first. We had a couple of outs, and then we started chipping away and getting some hits, and then we got 6 runs. So that's kind of how I look at the opposite. So you were playing defense, I was doing offense.
Okay. All right. So Annanen's here to kick things off for the Cavemen, and he's going to get his first kick of the game here. There it goes. This one is going to be bobbled a bit. No starburst here. There wasn't enough time, but Artesia still able to get plenty of good yards there. Ends up at about the 31-yard line for Artesia. So even though there was a bobble at the beginning, they didn't, for the Cavemen's sake, they didn't get to do the starburst, but for Artesia's sake, they got a good solid return there at the 31-yard line.
I would say anytime you're past the 20, you do okay, but yeah, they made it to the 31 and almost could have got more. So yeah, it's good for the Bulldogs.
Absolutely. So 6-0, the Cavemen score first, but the extra point no good on a botched snap. Here comes Artesia. The first play is a handoff, and McKibben almost got him in the backfield there, just missed him, and that is a missile coming at you, Ruben. If you're going to get hit by that guy, that is a grown man flying at you.
Yeah, he definitely is. It's yeah, they're definitely going to be double teaming that guy all night, even if they have to let somebody else in, for sure.
So for the Bulldogs at quarterback this year, number 13, Lucas Atkins, starting at the QB position. Last year, Derek Warren was at the helm, won them a state championship, did a great job there for Artesia, 12 wins. Here is first play for Artesia, or second play for Artesia. There is solid hit there by number 18. That one was Javian Perez, who made the stop there for Carlsbad, and that one is going to make it 3rd and 7 for Artesia. So Cavemen going to come out here. This is where we really have seen a lot of their pride. A lot of the talks have come from the Cavemen defense. And we're going to see what happens here. Here's the snap. Looks like they're going to look to pass. Deep pass there. They've got somebody downfield, and it looks like they're going to get a pass interference right there.
That's a tough one. He did touch him, but I feel like it was out of his reach, and it was, yeah, it was one of those unavoidable collisions, I guess you could say.
So right there, Noah Gonzalez there defending and trips up the wide receiver there, and that's going to be big yards for Artesia. I believe that's 15 yards and a first down in a situation where could have been an opportunity for a punt. But right there, I'll tell you what, Ruben, as much as it's like, hey, you know, just play straight up, 15 yards is much better than a touchdown right there. So I will take that all day long if I'm the Carlsbad defense.
Well, looking back now, you go, oh, well, he wouldn't have caught it anyways. But you just, it's just like I said, you're guarding somebody so close, and they slow down or try to, you know what I mean, move into your path, and you run into them, then that's just kind of incidental contact is what I call it. But I guess it's a penalty in the referee's eyes. So they're almost at they're at the 49-yard line now.
Pass interference, it's a 15-yard penalty. First down, Bulldogs.
2 minutes, 48 seconds remain here in the first quarter. The Bulldogs with a first down there on the 49-yard line. Here comes the snap. He turns a rocket of a pass.
Good defense on that
and
play.
That one is stopped at the line of scrimmage. Defense was all over that. McKibben with his first tackle of the game.
And Juan Rubio was in on that one too, number 46. You know what I just noticed? That they don't have the scoreboard and the time on both sides. You know what I mean? That's kind of unusual because you think you have to look back to see how much time's left.
Exactly.
But I guess it works in their favor because they're used to it.
All right, so here is a handoff there. Cavemen almost get the tackle in the backfield. Now Artesia almost to the first down there, about a 8-yard gain. Going to be just short of the first down there.
Yeah, we were almost had him in the backfield, and then they broke loose. So what is it, 2? 3rd and 2.
Minute 47 here on the clock. Play clock running here in the first quarter. Artesia's Atkins looks comfortable back there. And McKibben there grabs the running back in the backfield. It's going to be a fumble there. No, are they going to say it's down?
Oh.
We're going to see right there. It looks like he's pointing at the ground right there saying it's down
he called it
before
down.
the fumble. But Cavemen aggressive on defense right now. It's going to be a 4th and 2 situation here for Artesia.
It's a big play right here.
And right there, McKibben got a hold of the running back a little bit early, just lost grip of him.
Yeah,
Once McKibben really hits that stride, he's going to grab just about everybody because he has been back there about 4 times now in this drive. All right, Atkins trying to get, and it looks like it's going to be, is it going to be a false start?
It looks like it's going to be on offense because the defense
is
kind of taunting them.
It looks like it is. That's a big one there for the Cavemen.
Especially on 4th down.
Huge. So 4th and 7, I believe, for the Bulldogs here. We'll see if they're going to go ahead and go for it, and they are. Either that or a trick, quick punt. We'll see. 40 seconds on the clock here in the first quarter. Atkins making the last-minute adjustment to his offense. He's going to step back. He's going to sling this one. No room for a catch there. Wide receiver falls down. That's number 26, Tyler Eagland. And the Cavemen going to turn this one over on downs. Cavemen defense living up to the hype there in their first drive. That's a big deal.
For sure. Yeah, you always want to see that where you can get some momentum. Now, the big deal is trying to score and try to keep moving the ball in every possession. Don't get comfortable with 6 points, because we know they can score in bunches. So we have 30 seconds left, right, in the first quarter? Is that what I'm seeing?
Absolutely, yes. 30 seconds remain here in the first quarter, and the Cavemen going to take over on downs. We're going to see Munoz and Wright come out and try and build off of what we saw there in the first drive. So here it comes. 4 wide receivers lined up. We're going to put a player in motion there. They're going to hand this one off to Wright. Wright's going to go ahead and get the first down. He was met by a defender. Didn't really phase him much. Brought him down. It looks like referee's going to talk to him a little bit. Brock Wright had some words for the defense.
Was that Udial Carro that was the receiver that came and laid a heavy block on that one guy?
It might have been.
He was looking pretty fast. He's on the left side over there, and he came and laid a good block on one of the guys on the defense. So, yeah, they're going to be aware of him. I guess somebody called the timeout. Who's the timeout on?
All right. So that's going to do it right there. That's the end of the first quarter. So after one full quarter, folks, Carlsbad leads 6-0. They scored largely due to the ground game and then missed the point after touchdown opportunity, but able to get the ball back on downs. We'll be right back, folks, here in just a moment. This break brought to you by Constructors Inc., Dentonwood Funeral Home, Desert Hills Electric Supply, and Devon Energy.
A free Bulldog hoodie donated by Desert Creation. And then on page 5,
all right, so folks, this is one of the biggest events of the year. Just it goes back and forth every year. Last year it was in Carlsbad. This year it's in Artesia, and it's going to continue in that trend. Next week, the Cavemen travel to Goddard, so they'll play their first 2 games on the road, which sometimes it's kind of a nice thing to do because you kind of face the little bit of adversity of being away from home, and then you get to come home, and it's like that sweet feeling of being under your own lights. But we're going to see kind of how they do here in the second quarter. So Carlsbad started the first quarter with the ball. They're going to start the second quarter with the ball as well.
Also, if you
12
It's
minutes
kinda
on the
unusual.
clock.
They have Braden Flotis way out as a wide receiver, which is kind of unusual to me because he's a big
I
guy.
wonder if they put him in motion or if they have him block from there. Maybe open something up.
Yeah.
But we know he has hands, so that's an opportunity as
shoot.
well.
Lost the
And it
ball.
looks like there was a whistle early. We're going to see what that's all about. Was that a timeout? It was a timeout for the Cavemen.
Maybe they saw something that they didn't like, but
Well, it's
that's
good that
tough.
that fumble did not count because that
Yeah.
would have been a rough break for the Cavemen. No, it looks like it's going to be maybe a false start on the Cavemen.
I don't know. He did that. No, we still have 2 timeouts. So, yeah, it wasn't a timeout. I'm not sure what the call was.
We missed out on what that call was there.
It's still first down, but we lost 5 yards, so maybe it was motion.
All right. So 12 minutes back on the clock. They reset. Munoz. 9 seconds on the play clock. He's going to fake the handoff. He's going to hold on to this one. He's going to get about 3 yards on the play. So it's going to be 2nd and 12 here for the Cavemen.
So they get a couple of those yards back, but it's going to be 2nd down and 12 for the Cavemen.
All right. 11 minutes, 37 seconds, folks. It's getting a little darker. Nice night here at the Bulldog Bowl.
I'm sure the Carlsbad fans are glad that the sun has gone down.
Absolutely. That's a big advantage for, kind of trying to deter fans. Here's a pass there from Munoz up in the air. It's going to be, just missed. I believe that was Jaden Harper there. And the opportunity was definitely there, just missed it. That would have been a huge play for the Cavemen, especially starting out this second quarter. But
yeah, that was a nice pass, but it was just, he was on him good, so it was good that it was just a incomplete pass.
11 minutes, 15 seconds. And this place is packed, Ruben, both sides.
Yeah.
Tons of fans on both sides. You love to see it. You would imagine there'd be more seating in this stadium at this point, just because you kind of see what this looks like. But
I think
maybe it
makes
also helps with the illusion of.
Yeah, I was going to say, because you got all these people standing up on the fence and stuff too. It makes it more of a excitement to watch.
It is cool that you can walk on, all around the stadium like a pro stadium. All right, here's Munoz. He's going to go out to his left. He's looking downfield. Does he see what he likes? He's going to go the opposite way back to Jaden Harper, and it's going to get.
Harper had to become a defender on that one.
Yeah, right there. He had to go up and contest it, and it looked like it just kind of came out of Munoz's hand a little light, a little high, and it floated over there. We've seen Munoz really put some, downward spin on the ball, and that guy can really let it fly.
Well, the tough thing about that was he was coming to his left, and then he threw against the grain to his right, and it kind of aired it up. So yeah, that was almost like a fly ball trying to get it all the way across the field. So yeah, that was a tough one all the way around.
And he really didn't have anywhere to run either, so tough situation there for Munoz. We're going to see what the Cavemen do here. It looks like they're going to try and go for it here. Love the aggression here for Carlsbad. Why not kind of attitude here.
Yeah.
Brock Wright in the backfield with Munoz. They might try and get a false start. No. I'm sorry, an offsides. But right there, the fumble is going to.
It's just like if they got tackled at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, so right there, turnover on the fumble. It would have been a turnover on downs had it not been a fumble there, possibly.
So it's like a
and it's going to be
loss,
Artesia ball there at the 46-yard line. Carlsbad Cavemen offense has looked good up until that point. It's just a one-play type of thing, but we want to see the Cavemen defense continue to thrive, and something like that kind of almost gets erased.
Yeah, for sure. So we got
here we go.
Atkins, quarterback.
He's going to hand this one off. This one's going to get to about the line of scrimmage, and he's meeting the Carlsbad wall. And that's Christian Pondo, who had a big impact on this team last year as well. He was a part of that state championship team. He had gotten play time with last year's Bulldogs as well. One of the rare players that really got to be a part of that team that wasn't a senior last year. A lot of seniors graduated last year for Artesia. 10 minutes, 26 seconds here. Carlsbad leads 6-0. Atkins gets the snap, fakes the handoff, quick over the top pass there. Good play and an easy first down, about a 20-yard gain there. That one caught by number 17, Leighton Whitmire. And we've seen lots of Whitmires come through Artesia, Ruben.
Yes, we have. For the last, I don't know, 15 years maybe?
It would seem
So
that
for a
way.
while,
If it's not,
at least.
it feels that way.
Yeah. Yeah, they've got men and women that are playing all kinds of sports. So yeah, there's a lot of them, and they're pretty athletic.
It's a family deal here. Here's Atkins going to get through, and then Colton McKibben's going to grab him and pull him down, and it was a pretty hard hit there. Some fans for Artesia wanted a flag there because his helmet came off, but I didn't see him grab his helmet. I saw him
even the
come down on him pretty
throwing
hard.
his hands up like, hey, call something. But
well,
hey,
I think that's also because he has to come out for a play. So that's actually might be a big deal for the Bulldogs. We'll see.
Who is this, number 10? Is that the backup, number 10?
Ivan
Chance
Chavez
Hawker?
coming out. Chance Hawker or Ivan Chavez? I think
of the two.
Hawker is correct.
There's two
I
number
think I had
10s?
seen that he was going to be a part of it.
Oh, yeah, they both have the same number, huh? Okay. That's
All right, 9 minutes, 10 seconds on the clock here. Artesia has Atkins on the sideline right now after his helmet came off. Now, Artesia calls a timeout. I don't know if that makes him eligible to come back in or if he still has to wait a play. But Artesia is going to take the timeout there. Folks, we're going to be back here in just a moment. This break brought to you by Domino's, Eddy County DWI program, and Eddy Federal Credit Union. All right, beautiful night here in Artesia. Right now I've got 94 degrees here, where both teams very, very much used to triple digits throughout, this summer. It was a hot summer basically the entire time. The only time it wasn't super hot was when it was raining. So both teams used to that heat, even out on that turf. 94 feels like a piece of paradise. Okay, so they're going to get the handoff from Hawker over to Pondo. Pondo's going to get a few yards on that carry. No, really not much there, but it's going to be 3rd and 5 for Artesia there on the 29-yard line. 8 minutes, 39 seconds here in the second quarter.
Yeah, their biggest play from scrimmage so far has been that pass in the middle of the field. So,
all right, so Atkins back in the game. All right, so he's going to step back, make a pass into the corner, and it is caught, but dropped before he came down. Looked like he had a bit of a hand on it there, and it was knocked away. Good defense. I think that was number 21 for Carlsbad, Noah Gonzalez. So Noah Gonzalez making an impact there. That one was a possible touchdown there for the Bulldogs. Now it's 4th down, 5 yards to go.
That's one thing about Artesia. Unless they're way, way out of position to get a first down or a touchdown, they're going to go for it.
Absolutely. And even at that, you just still kind of wonder.
Oh, yeah.
You just never know. 8 minutes, 15 seconds on the clock. Atkins with Pondo in the backfield. Whitmire might be the person to watch right there on the outside. No, they're going to get this one, a short shuttle pass there. A hard hit right there. That was a monster hit by number 5, Damian Valencia. Wow.
Yeah, that was solid.
Big time hit right there. Will it be a turnover on downs? Cavemen are convinced it is.
Yeah, the coaches are going crazy.
And it is going to be a turnover on downs. What a big hit right there by Valencia. That was big time. Ruben, I'm going to start putting exclamation marks next to the names that I see big plays happening. I mean, this is great. That was a great hit.
Yeah, because even if you go to tackle him and then he kind of gets a half a yard, he's in for a first down. But he hit him solid and pushed him back to make sure he wasn't getting that first down.
And there was no doubt about it right there. There was no movement, no forward movement once contact was made. Wow. Valencia, ladies and gentlemen. 8 minutes, 9 seconds on the clock. Cavemen lead 6-0 with the ball. You're here on 96.3 FM KAMQ with Trey and Ruben of All Sports Best. Munoz in the backfield with Brock Wright. Didn't catch the number that was with him. Pass downfield. This one's going to be, just missed. Intended for Jaden Harper. I believe that's the third pass to Jaden Harper. We have not connected yet.
No, and they're
that was a
guarding him
good
pretty
pass right
tight.
there. And that's one of the things, Ruben, once he gets a little bit of a window, I think that's going to be a big playmaker for the Cavemen. Tough speed right there. They said he had hit over 23 miles an hour this off season. So you know that once he gets those, once he gets that ball in his hands, it's going to be off to the races. Absolutely. 8 minutes, 4 seconds. Fakes the handoff, gets the pass up to Flores. Really left him exposed right there.
A little bit
high pass.
Yeah.
And Flores, a big dude, but defenseless when you put him in that position. That's tough to do to your tight end.
Yeah, no, I mean, of course, Munoz didn't try to do
No,
that.
absolutely
but yeah,
not.
He threw it about 1.5 yards too high and makes you go way up to get to the ball, and it makes it really tough.
8 minutes left on the clock. It's 3rd and 10. Cavemen have faced some longer third downs tonight, and they've come out with some good yardage. We saw it with Munoz keeping it himself. We saw Wright take one. We'll see how they play this one.
You just can't get too crazy. You got to try to get a first down or just try to move the ball because you don't want to get a turnover back here.
You don't want to. You're saying just don't be too aggressive on this play. Here's Brock Wright with the ball, and it looks like he's going to get about the line of scrimmage.
Yeah.
Ooh, it's going to be a flag on the play. We're going to see.
Is that on the defense?
Looks like he's pointing at a Bulldog right there, so it might be.
It might be a first down, huh? Because that'd be a 10-yard penalty.
If it's taunting, that would be a big deal. We're going to see what happens here. Ooh, that's going to be a big deal there. 10 yards, and the Cavemen are going to get 15 yards, actually. So that's a first down, and the Cavemen feeling good about that one because backs against the wall. Kind of got a bailout there. You have to take advantage of this one. You've got 8 minutes, about 7 minutes, 53 seconds on the clock here. You don't want to see Artesia be able to, threaten, just threaten before half. So Carlsbad going to do their best here to move the ball.
Yeah, we definitely need to get the first down. That wasn't a very good first set of downs, but we got a little break on that one.
Munoz, very relaxed in the backfield, 18 seconds on the play clock. Fakes the handoff to Wright, and he's going to get some room to run here. First down and some. About 28 yards there for 18 yards there for Munoz.
It felt like 28 yards.
It felt like it. Well, and at first, Ruben, you saw him. It was kind of a Le'Veon Bell slow start. He kind of just was patient with it, ran right up against Brock Wright's back, and then broke out for, it's like he was almost hiding behind him a little bit, poked out, and there he was, 18 yards.
He was talking to him, and Brock just said, hey, go that way.
Yeah, hey, go, dude, go.
Yeah, what are you doing?
Take off. 1st and 10 for the Cavemen. Great job there by Munoz. The slow start paid off there. Fakes the handoff, gets the pass off, the complete pass, and about 7 yards there for Jackson Duarte. Second reception there for Duarte. That's a big play for the sophomore.
He made that look easy.
If, that's one of the things you hope to see him in every season, throughout his high school career because already showing as an impact player as a sophomore.
Yeah, so if you get another weapon, even short gains like that, it just makes the defense have to spread out a little thinner.
And I didn't
everybody.
get the full list of heights and weights and all of that stuff, but I'd say Duarte's got to be about 6 foot.
Yeah, I don't know if he's that tall, but I know his dad's really tall, and he's going to be tall. But he looks solid out there for sure.
Here's Munoz yet again, and he's going to hold on to this one. That's first down and
sure.
some. He's still moving.
Yeah,
and
that
great job there.
shows its strength right there. Just keeps moving the pile.
Munoz has been very good. It felt like last year, game by game, he was powering up. He got confidence in his throw. He got confidence in the legs. He got, a sense of, well, I can move with my legs and let it fly. I mean, all of the above. And look, I think what really enabled that was the confidence they gave him, saying, dude, go for it.
You
threw an interception? Go out there and throw again. And just that confidence.
Just keep working.
You got to have a guy like that. Think of all the quarterbacks in the NFL. Which one of them doesn't have, confidence? You just don't see it. So here we go. Cavemen with 1st and 10. He's going to get this one to Brock Wright. Wright lowers his head, and he's going to get some more yards after the initial touch there. And that's really been the story of his career, Ruben. If somebody's going to go and try and tackle him, it's probably not – he's probably not coming down the first time.
Yeah, he's definitely the yards after contact guy.
Yes.
You know what I mean? He thrives on that, and the defense just goes, wow, this guy's powerful.
So here we go. 5 minutes, 12 seconds. Clock is running. 2nd and 6 here for the Cavemen. Cavemen in no rush here. They look comfortable. They look like they've really got a game plan in tonight's game. And I think as a fan, you really like to see that. It's just kind of a good feeling there. Good
nice
pass right there. Quick, got it off. And that's the first reception for Jaden Harper. So that might be, one of those things where it's just that small crack and you start to see it bust wide open for Harper, for Duarte as well.
Yeah.
So right there, it looks like there might be a cramp there for number 70 for the Cavemen, Hector Nava. So we hope to see that be something minor, maybe some pickle juice over there on the sideline, but
maybe
nothing more than that.
Give him a pickle pop.
All right, 4 minutes, 49 seconds on the clock here in the second quarter. Tonight's game is brought to you by Energy Pros, Carlsbad Chevrolet, Carlsbad Ford, and Garner's Motorsports of Hobbs on 96.3 FM KAMQ, where you can hear it on the radio in Carlsbad. Also, a big shout out to the ASB sponsors, Carlsbad Chamber of Commerce, Constructors Inc., Albertsons Market, and Nick Walker of Edward Jones. All right, folks, here comes the snap. Munoz hands it off to Wright. Wright's got every bit of space to make that happen, and it's touchdown. Pay dirt for the Cavemen. Big time.
That's
there.
Huge.
And it just looked like we lost a couple of assignments there on defense for Artesia, and Carlsbad able to get those points on the board. So this one's going to be the test right here. Can they get this snap accurately?
Do you go for, I almost feel, I guess it's still early in the game, but I was going to say you almost go for 2 to try to get back to the 7-7, but I guess you just want to get points on the board, and if this is a lot easier, then go with it.
I think right now you go PAT all day long. But of course, if the snap is tough again, you got to stop doing it. And there you go. This one works out. Annanens with his first PAT of the season, and that's big time. 13-0, the Cavemen looking great here in the first half. 4 minutes, 27 seconds on the clock, folks. Cavemen getting set to kick things back off to the Bulldogs. We're going to be right back. Stick around. This break brought to you by Genesis Endeavors, LLC, Intrepid Potash, and Keystone Pump and Supply. All right, Ruben. So, again, we see that these two teams always really just marking their calendars for this game. And it's whether you want to admit it or not, you can ask both teams. They'll say, oh, yeah, it's just another game that on our schedule. It's not. It is a big deal. It's a big deal for, fans and players alike. But both of these coaches really circling this on their calendar, whether they like to admit it or not.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, it's always bragging rights. Looks like they showed some of the scores on the scoreboard, and it's got Roswell and Hobbs tied at 14.
Wow.
So that's a good game over there.
That is. Roswell and Artesia, the two powerhouses of 5A football. Hobbs had a really good year last year. They were the ones that put a stop to the Cavemen's playoff run and advanced into the semifinal round before finishing their run in the playoffs last year. So a good team last year. Both teams.
So what do? You kick it a little short this time and try to get.
I think you got. I want to see a squib, but right there they tried to do an onside.
Yeah, you got to keep it in fair territory for sure.
Fair territory. All right, so Artesia is going to have this one on the 40-yard line. Great field position, but Cavemen not having to risk a, long return for a touchdown. So that is one thing that you obviously do not want to see happen. And as much as for most teams, it's like, okay, we're going to kick it back there. We don't want them to get 40 yards. Yeah. For Artesia, just based on history, I mean, they use their history to their advantage as well, because you don't really want to kick it deep very much because of that. Because of what they've done in the past. 4 minutes, 27 seconds. Here's a handoff there to Pada. This one is taken down, sorry. Not Pada, Pondo. Pada was the senior running back last year. So a yard gain there for Pondo.
Yeah, so far the defenses look pretty solid. Pretty solid.
Tonight going with the cinematic look there on the stream. Color scheme. 3 minutes, 58 seconds. Atkins gets it, looks back to pass. It looks like he's going to get into some trouble in the backfield. He's pulled down by number 13, Isaiah Gatan.
Yeah,
good play there for the Cavemen. That pocket closed up quick, and Gaitan got back there and pulled him down.
Well, the quarterback was pretty lucky, because I feel like he could have almost knocked it out of his arm.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? As he was going to pass it. So they lucked out just getting a sack there.
So about a 5-yard loss there. It's going to be 3rd and 14 for the Bulldogs. Lots of wide receivers out. They're going to look to pass this one. He's going to have to scramble out to his left. He's going to throw this one into the turf. It's going to make it 4th and long for the Bulldogs.
They might actually have to.
At the 38-yard line, we're going to see what they do. We don't see. Yes, it looks like they are going to change it into special teams, maybe the punt team. I believe that's the case. 3 minutes, 12 seconds. Cavemen going to send back number 16, Jackson Duarte, for the kick return.
The all-purpose guy.
All-purpose. Last year we saw it as Bobby Gasaneda a lot of times. Here comes the punt. This one a high one. And that one is going to be taken by Ananens. He did a good job of returning that one. They called for a fair catch, but it looked like he got touched a bit when he was running to the ball. So,
well, I think what happened was he didn't get there. He tried to get to the ball,
right?
But he didn't. The ball was kicked too short, and it kind of caromed off of him, and so they could have easily been a turnover. So we were lucky on that one.
Good job there by Ananens to really just secure that.
Yeah.
3 minutes, 2 seconds on the clock. Cavemen going to have the ball at the 36-yard line.
And with Ananen's leg, what do you think we have to get to, like the 25 maybe to try to kick a field goal?
I mean, in a perfect world, I think he legitimately could kick it from the 30, or 25, so he could kick about a 45-yard.
Yeah.
I think so, yes. Here's Munoz. He's going to hold on to this one. He's going to get some yards on this carry, about 5. Ooh, and he gets a bit more after the initial contact, about a 6-yard gain there. Good job by Munoz, really using his strength. Cavemen focused on speed this offseason, but right now I think the thing that's impressing me is their strength.
I guess their speed and the strength is in a combination with the legs. If you're,
that's true. I mean, you're really driving down into the ground, and 2 minutes, 30 seconds. Cavemen looking good offensively here tonight. Munoz drops back. This one, a nice pass over the top. Jaden.
Oh my gosh.
Harper with the ball. He's no flags. That's going to be a touchdown, Cavemen.
Wow.
That one, a beautiful one there.
Didn't that show his speed?
That showed his speed. That showed the perfect pass in stride from Marley Munoz. What a pass. And Ruben, did we talk about the little crack in the in making sure that we bust things wide open with Jaden Harper? That was impressive. And right there, just perfectly in stride in a full sprint, Harper got into that ball perfectly.
And I feel like the defender maybe thought, maybe he juked him like he was going to go short and then just took off because he exploded, and we hadn't seen that kind of separation the whole game. So Annanen's trying to kick the extra point now with 2:18 left in the half.
19-0, Cavemen lead. Here's the low PAT right there, and Annanen's fell down after that one. It looked like it was almost the flop right there. And
it was almost a soccer kick, trying to kick it under the goalpost.
Right there, celebration, Annanen's in right. And then after that, referee talking to Wright after that play. But I'm not sure if he just said, hey, just be careful out here, you know.
No excessive celebration.
I think the biggest thing when you're talking about celebrations is you don't want to see it done towards the other team. If you do it, you do it. But if you do it towards the other team, I think it's in bad taste. So
yeah,
he did it. They did it together. I think that's probably what the ref said right there.
Yeah. Well, so far we're looking pretty good, but the thing about Artesia
you cannot be
you need a 40-point lead in the fourth quarter to feel comfortable, I feel like.
All right, folks, we're going to be back here in just a moment. Cavemen getting set to kick things off. 2 minutes, 18 seconds on the clock. This break brought to you by La Tienda, NGL Energy Partners, and R360 Environmental Solutions. So right there, folks, Jaden Harper made his stamp on this game, on this Eddy County rivalry there in his senior year. Had him on the podcast, asked a little bit about his speed and a little bit about what they really were focused on. And the mindset, the buy-in in the locker room has been big this year. And I think right now this is really kind of showing it here early in this game.
Well, he's a two-sport athlete just like Brock Wright, baseball and football. So that's one of the things you're glad to see, that he's playing both sports as a senior.
That's right.
It'll be interesting to see where they kick it this time. I say kick it to the guys at the 30-yard line. That'd be my little
I don't think he plays baseball. I think he's a track guy.
No,
I think you're thinking about Jaden Carter.
Oh, you're right. You're right.
All right, there's a short kick there for the Cavemen, just making sure they put Artesia a little bit further back than they did last time, but still, again, not chancing it in the deep starburst possibility that Artesia poses, or threat that they pose there. Hobbs now leading 20-14 against Roswell. So they've scored since the last time we checked.
And that's in Hobbs, so that's pretty good with Roswell.
2 minutes, 18 seconds. Artesia has it at the 40-yard line, their own 40-yard line. Cavemen band vacated to the field so they could do the halftime show, and man, that's a big chunk of the stands right there out of there. Yeah. There's Atkins. He's going to throw it just a bit high into the Cavemen sideline, and it's going to make it 2nd and 10. 2 minutes, 14 seconds left here in the second quarter. So it has made for a beautiful night here in Artesia. Cavemen have performed well. Defense has been very impressive here so far.
Looks like Annanens has a pretty good arm. They didn't take off the kicking tee, and he just flung it to the sideline.
Oh, yikes.
After that play, it was pretty good throw.
2 minutes, 14 seconds. Atkins looks back to pass. This one is going to get a completed pass over to number 88 there. Number 88 is Kai Greathouse for Artesia. So that's going to make it 3rd and 5 for Artesia. A minute 50 here. Like you said, clock is running, and they're going to get this pass off yet again. This one to number 17, Whitmire. Whitmire's had his hand in a few receptions here tonight. Minute 33. They weren't able to get out of bounds there, so we imagine Artesia will call a timeout here pretty soon, or maybe they're thinking, let's go into the second half and restart. We'll see.
Yeah.
You would think they're going to try and be aggressive here with a minute 20, but of course on the 4th down, I think they're just going to try and let the clock
go down some, yeah, and then punt it away.
So they are going to punt here. Carlsbad was enthusiastic coming into this game, excited about this game.
Well, the defense definitely showed up, but so far the offense has as well.
All right, so we're going to see. Ooh, McKibben just misses the blocked punt there, and Duarte makes the catch there, the fair catch. And it's going to be Caveman ball at the 23-yard line. 53 seconds on the clock here in the first half, and the Cavemen have looked good on both sides.
Yeah, like with a lot of ball game left, I think with 53 seconds, you don't try to get too crazy. But, I mean, the way things have gone, you just never know with this offense. They've shown the long plays, and then they've showed the quick burst.
Absolutely. We've seen a lot of different looks from this Caveman team now so far. I mean, just in this first half, we've seen some very positive things for all positions. I mean, everybody's made an impact so far on both sides. It's been great. And right there, Wright got tied up early. Looks like he's going to get brought down for a yard loss there. Looks like Sanders upset about something, talking to the referee a little bit. Maybe saw something he didn't like from the defense. But 30 seconds left here in the second quarter. Cavemen probably going to keep this on the ground.
Yeah, just content, I guess, going into the half where they're at. So that's okay, too.
You don't see Carter going out wide, so could imagine that it's going to be something on the ground, something simple. 12 seconds left. Here's Brock Wright, and he's got some space, but he's going to get brought down after about a 6-yard gain.
That's going to do it.
Solid play there for Brock Wright, but that's it. After the first half finishes up there, 20-0, the Cavemen with the lead. A solid start to the 2026 season for the Carlsbad Cavemen, but definitely not something to get comfortable with. This Artesia team is hungry, especially coming off of a state title. This is not a game I would sleep on. Guys, we're going to take a break and be right back. The band about to do their thing. The biggest band that we have seen out of Carlsbad here tonight. You'll see just how large this band is. We'll be back here in just a moment.
Seconds. Three.
All right, guys. Here at the halftime, band getting ready to do their thing. But, Ruben, so far the big story has been for the Cavemen, everything. I mean, it's really, you can't really pinpoint it. Brock Wright has a touchdown. Jaden Harper has a touchdown. No, I'm sorry. Brock Wright has 2 touchdowns. And Jaden Harper with a touchdown. And, of course, Marley Munoz with a passing touchdown to Jaden Harper. But the offense has been the last thing people have talked about. I mean, I've asked so many different people, and you don't really ask the coaches directly. I mean, I have, but if every time I've asked them, they're like, you know what, we've been working on this. They're never going to give you a straight answer. Offense is better, defense is better. But when I ask everybody else, parents, players, etc., our defense is really where we're going to be strong this year. And so far, I've been impressed with the offense as well.
Yeah, I think it's a coin flip. Both sides have looked good. What do we have? 2 plays in a row where we took losses, and so we thought, oh, shoot, we're going to start out slow, and then boom, Marley Munoz just looked like the veteran that he is, second-year starter, but he looks like he's been Diego Pavia playing that position for 6 years.
Absolutely.
So, yeah, it's pretty good.
And one of the things that has stood out, of course, is the Brock Wright show. We saw that show last year as well, but, Brock Wright did not play in the scrimmage before this game. He was taking some time to recover off of like a small strain or something like that. They just wanted to make sure that he was good to go.
Rested,
and that's just kind of the word that I got there, that it wasn't anything serious. It was just something that they wanted to be aware of and give him an extra time to rest. And right now he looks 100%.
Yeah, he looks solid. you know, that after contact stuff for him, it's like that's what he thrives on.
I think he powers up, right? That's what it feels like for sure. So looks like it's going to be a battle of the bands here.
Huh.
That's pretty cool. So both bands going out to the center of the field to
It's gonna
the
be like
Bulldog logo, but the Caveman band looks like it's about double
It
the
looks
Artesia
like the
band.
football team for Artesia and the Carlsbad.
Right. Well, right now, Ruben, one of the big things, insight from the band world, Clovis is always the best band in the state.
really?
Or not the best necessarily, but they
But they're
always
always
win.
top team.
So I guess that indicates best. Yeah, that's what I've been told by a lot of people around or in band is that
Okay.
Clovis is always the band to beat. So Carlsbad trying to put up a fight with their size this year.
Yeah, that's cool. Well, I remember back when I was in high school, they used to be able to spell out cavemen, you know what I mean, on the field. I think they could do that easily now. I mean, they might be able to do Carlsbad Cavemen.
Right. All right, guys, if you're just joining us at the half, 20-0, the Cavemen are winning at the half. They had some great offensive displays with Brock Wright scoring 2 touchdowns. He scored the first touchdown of the game. Jaden Harper had a touchdown, perfect pass in stride by Marley Munoz, and Harper really took it from there. Lightning speed, and the defense has done wonders for this Caveman squad. We've seen a lot of good things. We saw Valencia lay down probably the hit of the game so far.
For sure.
Mean, a blast on this near the sideline, and we've seen some really good things out of McKibben, who has seemingly been in the backfield just about every single play. Trey Barta holding his own, doing a good job there as well. And we've seen some really good things out of Noah Gonzalez, number 21, playing cornerback also. So Cavemen have a lot of really bright spots, and we'll continue to key in on those guys. And want to tell you guys, we will have the Caveman Insider coming out weekly on podcast form. You can catch it on YouTube. You can catch it on the live streams or the games as well, as the radio station will be playing those during pregame. We got that today from Braden Flores and Jaden Harper. Guys, we're going to take a break and be back here with you here in just a moment. This break brought to you by Pizza Inn and SB Energy Services. Hey, Crystal, any word?
No, I can go ahead. Did you want me to put it back on?
Sure, we can take it.
Can I get you guys back on? Okay. I'm going to play one commercial, and then I'll get you guys back on.
Perfect.
Five seconds.
All right, guys, we are here at the Bulldog Bowl. Cavemen lead 20-0. They've had themselves one heck of a game offensively and defensively. This team has worked well together. Special teams had one blunder in their first PAT, but after that, they've really done a good job. They've limited the opportunities for Artesia to do anything big on kickoffs. They've done a great job all around. So right now, all cylinders really firing off for the Cavemen.
Yeah, they definitely are looking good. Like you had said earlier, everybody's talked about how the defense is supposed to be solid. You know, of course, with McKibben anchoring that defensive core, you've got Cruz on the line. You've got some of those defensive backs. You've got Annanins in the back. They've got a solid defense, but the offense has kind of surprised us a little bit. We knew Munoz and Brock Wright were going to be solid, and that offensive line has done a great job because they've given us a lot of holes to go through.
Yeah, Ruben, I think the longest tenured players, because you mentioned Cruz, I think Sean Cruz, Colton McKibben, and Lennon Annanins all have been impact players since sophomore year, right? And I think Cruz got out there as a freshman as well.
Yeah,
So
I think he did too.
That's something that's rare for the Cavemen. They don't really do that very often. You can just pull it back.
Yeah. So, yeah, we're just going to have to see, you know, like we said earlier, too, a lot of time left. We've got a whole half of football, so we just got to keep the momentum going in our favor.
Absolutely. All right. So, folks, so far, Cavemen able to score 20 on a couple of rushing touchdowns and a beautifully passed touchdown with a connection to Jaden Carter. Brock Wright has been a big story in today's game. He was somebody that, of course, made an impact on this team last year. We saw him even, you know, through contact. He just continued to get stronger. This is a big, strong kid. You shake his hand, you're like, okay, this is a big dude that can you know, lower a shoulder. And that's kind of what the Cavemen have been made up of this year. And you kind of get to see it more and more. I think maybe there's more buy-in, but I also just see a lot of kids that are really good friends that are kind of inviting each other out on the field. One of the guys that actually is new this year for the Cavemen, Bailey King, he's a senior, but he's just really good friends with these guys. He played soccer his whole career, basically, and this year I believe he's playing football and soccer. So just things like that. You get more guys out, guys that are strong and fast and athletes. It's kind of the same thing. We see it 30 minutes away in Artesia. They encourage their athletes, hey, play. You know, we had an interview with Coach Maupin from Artesia, and I said, what is the system like when you guys encourage each other to, like, have athletes and share athletes? And he said that sometimes if a guy's going to quit football, he'll have the coach that he's going to, like, say, a basketball, like for basketball or something like that, talk to him and be like, hey, don't quit football. You'll be good. You know, just stick it out. And I think that is a big difference in, you know, athletics, if you can all be on board with each other. And again, like we talked about earlier, Jackson Duarte, if all three coaches can work together, baseball, basketball, and football, they get to share a special talent. And, you know, which team doesn't want to keep him on there?
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
And Brock Wright's in the same position.
Brock Wright is as well.
Baseball player and football player. And, yeah, what are you going to do? Go, you know what? You're going to have to choose. And then if he chooses the other sport, then you've lost a great athlete, and it's not worth it. So if you can share them, then, yeah, you can just definitely have better programs.
So 2 minutes left here in the half. Bulldogs running out here to try and get set for this second half. The Cavemen obviously in a good position here, but not a comfortable one in a matchup like this. This is a team coming off of a state championship that actually, if you know about the way they won their state championship, last year they won by 1 point. The year before that, I think they won on a crazy comeback, a blocked punt or a blocked field goal, things like that. So this is a team that shows resilience and never really is counted out. So again, Cavemen cannot take their foot off the gas if they want to have success tonight.
Yeah, for sure. No, I think it's a good opportunity for us to at least feel comfortable, like, hey, we've got a good opportunity. But yeah, this game is long from over for sure.
All right, guys, we're going to be back here in just a moment on radio. We're going to take a break. This break brought to you by Wendy's, Western Commerce Bank, and Thunder Run Concrete. Stick around. All right, folks, so again, 45 seconds until kickoff is supposed to get started here. Annanen's getting loose, jumping around, making sure that he's ready to go. He plays a lot of roles on this team, both on special teams and on the defense. And this is also a guy that we sometimes see pop out on offense last year in some cases for any given reason. He's an athlete. He was a former soccer player as well. So this is a guy that, you know, you see transform from soccer to football, and it benefits the football program in a big way.
For sure.
Soccer actually played tonight as well, which is pretty, pretty interesting. I didn't get a chance to see how they ended up doing, but they played tonight, and I think they play tomorrow as well.
Oh yeah, so they're probably playing out of town, like a Cruces or somewhere where they're playing 2 games. Yeah, that makes sense.
12 minutes on the clock as we get things rolling here. The third quarter set to start with Lennon Annanens kicking things off. Artesia still yet to get out there.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy. Like they
extended halftime.
Yeah, they did the clock till it went to 0, and then they added 3 more minutes, and then they like nudged the coaches like, hey, go ahead and come down the ramp already.
I think each second was 2 seconds.
And then after
they adjusted the clock to be 2 seconds per second.
Yeah, and then after the 3 minutes, then they started warming up, and it's like, really? We're going to give you extended halftime.
All right, so last year, the game between these two, 48-24, Artesia won that game significantly. Brock Wright was productive against Artesia, even in a 24-point loss last year. 130 yards rushing on 21 carries, and this year so far he has been huge for this Caveman offense. 2 touchdowns so far.
Yep, so I'm going to predict something in the 30-yard range, but I would say try to kick it right over that line of 30 to about the 20, but we'll see where they go.
All right, here's Annanens to kick it, and he's going to get this one deep. Artesia going to do the first starburst of the year, and it's going to go to the left side. Cavemen kind of key in on it there, and they're able to get him. No, they're still not bringing him down. About the 32-yard line is where he's going to go out, so pretty good return there. Carlsbad able to contain it fairly, but again, Ruben, that's 10 more yards, you know what I mean, on average, trying to contain them to 20, 25-yard line. It's hard to do that when they do the starburst right there. It's very confusing.
Yeah, that's for sure. So that one, it was kind of interesting because it was kind of easier to see, but still I kind of was confused. I'm not going to lie.
Right, no, for sure. Well, for me, I thought, okay, he's just going to keep it the whole time. He was holding it, and then all of a sudden it was gone. All right, so there he is. Atkins hands it off to Pondo.
Gaitan.
Pondo got in the backyard, or in the back field right there.
Gaitan looked good. He keyed in on that right away.
So Isaiah Gaitan has come out and done himself a good job. He's making a name for himself tonight a little bit more than even before, and exciting to see it. About 30 seconds into this third quarter, we're going to see what Artesia is going to do here. Fakes like he was going to pass that one, hands it off to Pondo. He's going to get it back to the line of scrimmage there. It's going to make it 3rd and 12.
Cruz and Gaitan on the stop right there.
So again, Sean Cruz is going to be a big part of this defense. He's one of the reasons that you talk about the fact that they are a strong defense. Lots of veteran power. Ruben, the 3 most tenured guys on this team, defensive players.
Yeah.
All right, so here it is. Atkins
big play.
drops back. This
Ooh,
one,
he
he's
gets
hit right on the way to throw it, and it's going to make it 4th and 12 for the Bulldogs. Will they punt it here?
I almost feel like you have to at 4th and what, 12?
4th and 12
the 30
on the
yard line?
30-yard line.
Yeah.
Your own 30 makes it tough, and yes,
there they
they
come.
are going to go ahead and swap out. So Carlsbad going to look to make a statement here if they can. A score on this drive would be tremendous for the outcome of this game.
Yeah, and I guess you can't count out the Artesia Bulldogs on doing some kind of a fake because, you know what I mean, they're thinking, hey, we're not moving the ball. If we can get some spark in our offense, maybe we can start it with this. So you got to always be careful. Nope. Were the referees not ready, or was it a false start, or what was going on?
Not sure right there. We're going to see.
Okay, he's going to tell us right now. No?
Okay, nothing. I guess maybe it was
They just weren't
mistaken.
ready, maybe. Yeah.
So 4th and long here for Artesia. They're going to punt this one off. Duarte back to make the catch. Kick is off. This one is high. It'll be hard to make any type of returns on a punt like that. But Cavemen in good, solid position there at the 39-yard line. So you can't really complain there.
No, for sure. And Duarte just looks so seasoned. Huh?
I know,
Like he's been
I know.
In that return position.
But I
like,
guess
no,
what are you going to do? Look like you're shaking out there?
No, I know, but I'm just saying. I mean, here's the
There's no
big,
sense of urgency. It's just real relaxed.
Yeah, he
Okay.
just looked like, like he was catching a pop fly, you know what I mean, for the 3rd out. It's like, okay, I got it.
Toss it into the stands. No big deal.
With 3 guys right in his face.
I would imagine it in a scenario like that, the guys on defense are screaming at you
yeah.
and just yelling something to try and make you think, oh, I'm not supposed to catch this or something like that.
Just
10
to
minutes,
move you a little bit.
10 minutes, 35 seconds. Munoz, another guy that looks super comfortable tonight. Here's the handoff to Brock Wright. It's pretty easy to be comfortable when you have someone like that moving the entire roster
He got
for
10
Artesia.
yards. He got 10 yards after they tackled him. is
Oh
what it
my
looked like.
goodness, that's Brock Wright right there in all of his strength and glory.
And you got to give some of that to the offensive line because they're pushing that line too and just helping him. You know what I mean?
It's like it looked like they all hopped on a scooter and it was just rolling.
Yeah, they've got those Heelys on and they're just cruising down the boulevard.
Brock Wright show on display here tonight. 10 minutes, 8 seconds on the clock. Cavemen getting up to the line of scrimmage. 15 seconds on the play clock here. And here's Wright again holding on to this one. And he is going to get taken for a loss there. So one of the rare hits for a loss, about a 4-yard loss for the Cavemen. And at times I feel like he's doing the Ashton Genty. Do you remember when he would play for Boise State and he'd just stand straight up like I'm just going to stand here, and then he'd take off? And didn't he win the Heisman that year?
I don't know. I don't think so.
You don't pay attention to that, is that what you're saying?
No, I just don't remember the name that well. I would have probably remembered the Heisman Trophy winner.
Yeah, I don't know if he won the Heisman that year. I don't think, maybe you're right. You guys tell us in the comments, did he win the Heisman? Ashton Genty from Boise State. 9 minutes, 10 seconds. Marley Munoz passes this one off. It's caught but fumbled. And luckily, Duarte jumped on that one. It was caught initially by number 6, Ian Wilson. But after it dropped and hit the ground, Duarte jumped on it. So Cavemen really able to exhale there a little bit after that. Could have been somewhat disaster.
And of course, Duarte, middle infielder, just kind of scooped it up and kept it in his hands.
8 minutes, 42 seconds on the clock. The Cavemen. Carter coming in to relay the play. 15 seconds on the play clock. It's okay, you can. 8 minutes, 27 seconds. 5 seconds on the play clock. Cavemen have to get this one out soon. They're going to hand this one off to Wright. Wright is going to get taken down around the line of scrimmage. It's going to make it 4th and about 6 for the Cavemen. They're going to say it's at the line of scrimmage. So no loss there for the Cavemen, but no gain. 4th down. Cavemen definitely going to go for it here.
Yeah, sometimes
like to
I
see
just
them
feel
get a
like
first
they're
down.
They're just like he's just waiting to see if the holes are going to open, and then he just kind of, you know what I mean? Like he's not in any big hurry. And if that hole opens, then he just explodes. But if not, then sometimes he can't get that big a carry.
Joe Dorado came into. We got a Joe Dorado spotting in the comments. Travis Hunter won it that year. There we go.
Okay.
That's correct. I remember.
Thank you for that.
There we go. Got his number retired alongside Sanders. All right, so
got a timeout.
Cavemen are trying to get a false start.
delay.
Or I'm sorry, an offsides call there for the easy 5-yard penalty, but weren't able to get Artesia off guard. So 7 minutes, 30 seconds on the clock here in the 3rd quarter. We're going to be right back, folks. This break brought to you by True Blue Service, U First Credit Union, and Triple T's Linings. All right, so at the Bulldog Bowl, beautiful night here for some football, some rivalry football. Saw a lot of shirts go out there. Eddy County War, Eddy County Rivalry. And Artesia came out with lots of black and lots of orange. They always come out to support their own. This is a city that loves what they do in the athletics.
Yeah, every sport,
every
every program.
I think Carlsbad's buy-in is slowly growing as well. It hasn't been in crazy strides, but you can see it progressively getting better. Basketball games are better, well attended. Last year we saw the Cavemen do well in basketball state playoffs. We saw them do well in the football state playoffs and things like that. So I think that also contributes to the fandom as well. So here's a bad snap there, and looks like Cavemen are going to take a big loss there. Basically about
a 20-yard loss, huh?
Yes.
That's
looks like a bit of a cramp there as well. I believe that's to Munoz.
I think he wasn't ready for them to snap it, and the guy snapped it, so he just realized it was behind him. It was athletic of Munoz to get over there and cover it, because at least they'll have to earn that touchdown.
And you got to hope that Munoz just has a cramp right now, something that's just a minor bother, because that is a big difference maker there for the Cavemen.
For sure.
7 minutes, 27 seconds, and Artesia in really good field position now at the 43-yard line. The Cavemen 43-yard line.
First down, Bulldogs.
20-0, the Cavemen lead in this Eddy County rivalry. Artesia coming off of a state playoff championship last year. Atkins to throw this one. That one's going to get snagged by number 11. Great job there. Trey Barta coming out making a solo tackle, and he held on with all his might. This is a kid that a lot of people are talking about. He's going to have a breakout year this year as well. Last year had some good plays, had a little bit of hand in it, but this year apparently going to be a stud as well. Looks like another possible cramp there for the Cavemen. You don't really grab, your teammates' legs and start stretching them unless it's a cramp. I think if it's an injury, you don't do something like that. So that's kind of reassuring. We saw Munoz get the same kind of treatment. And then, the trainer came out there. Whoever was on there doing, I think it was Ananins, he might be a future trainer. He knew what to do. He was right there.
He might be in the trainer class, but to me, that's always the worst thing when you get a cramp and you don't know what to do. Do I try to stretch it? Do I just wait it out? You know what I mean? So I couldn't imagine doing it right in the middle of the football field. So who is this number? Is that number 5? Who is that that's out there?
Damian Valencia.
Oh, dang.
So, it looks like he's kind of limping off. Like it's really tight right now. It's cramped. So they're going to slowly get him off. And the worst thing about that is he was on the complete opposite side of the field.
Yeah.
So he's got a ways to go. Referee saying, hold on, we got to wait until he's off the field. And it's hard to say, hey, let's rush him, Can't really do that either. Looks like Munoz is throwing the ball a little bit on the sideline, so he might be feeling better now. Oh, it looks like a backup might be throwing the ball around right now. Josiah Fuentes over there tossing it with somebody.
Ooh.
And here's Atkins got away for about an 8-yard gain there for Artesia.
Yeah. Yeah, he looked good in that one right there. Looked like he was going to get hit for a loss, and he just found a seam and got through it.
6 minutes, 42 seconds on the clock. Clock's still running here for Artesia. Again, this is a 3-score game right now. It's not, anything you would consider to be remotely out of reach for this team.
No, for sure.
So you've got to be definitely aware of that on defense. Here's nice play up in the air there for Artesia, and a flag is going to get thrown there.
It was almost like they were fighting for the call, you know what I mean? Because the flags came so late. Usually as soon as the contact is made, that flag goes up.
And it looks like coach is going out there to talk to, I believe it's Annanens that he's chatting with there. Might be just saying, hey, you were close to what you were supposed to do. You can't do this. Maybe just a minor correction, because when you do it right there on the spot, I think it means more. 6 minutes, 20 seconds on the clock. We're going to see what happens here.
First down, Bulldogs.
I mean, that could have saved a touchdown too, so you just never know.
All right, Atkins with it. Looking to his right. He's going to toss this one back. I believe that's to Pondo. He's going to get hit, but solid gain there, and definitely a first down for Artesia. Pondo looked good on that carry. 6 minutes, 5 seconds on the clock.
First down, Bulldogs.
So they're at the 12-yard line.
They're eyeballing their first touchdown of the game, and Carlsbad definitely going to do everything they can to prevent that from happening. They would love nothing more than a shutout tonight, at least a touchdown shutout.
Well, they've got to get a good stop here, first down.
So here he is going to look to his right. Looks like he's going to try and get into the back of the
penalty.
End zone, and right there, I mean, it was clear as day right there, just holding on for dear life for the Cavemen.
Yeah, it looked like two linemen trying to. It looked like they were both fighting for the block, but
looks like it was Noah Gonzalez for the Cavemen, trying to just make sure there was no touchdown.
Yeah.
So right there, they'll get half the distance to the goal. So, again, what do you sacrifice there? Do you sacrifice a few yards, or do you sacrifice a touchdown? And right there, it's going to be a pretty close call.
Well, it just looked like they were just defending each other.
Right.
You know what I mean? The ball wasn't even going to be.
They weren't even playing. They weren't even looking for the ball. They were just fighting each other. All right, there's the ball to Pondo. Pondo's going to get in to the end zone for the first touchdown of the game. Artesia's on it with the light show here.
Yeah.
And it's going to be the first touchdown of the game for the Bulldogs. And that's something that you hope to see be one of maybe one or two total for the Bulldogs if you're the Cavemen. You want to make sure that they are not able to do that again. This is a game that is not by any means out of reach.
Well, there's
20-6.
Gaitan coming off limping off the sideline. So, yeah, right now we've got a couple of players that are cramping and having a tough time. So I think those penalties hurt us on that drive for sure.
All right, so I just got word. Our production assistant, Bradley Roscone, giving me the scoop, said that Marley Munoz back out there throwing on the sideline again, so that's good news for the Cavemen.
For sure. So I don't know if that was delay of game or what happened there, but there was a penalty.
All right, 20-6, Cavemen lead.
Oh, it was offsides on the Cavemen. So they're going to go for two now because they're only at like the 2-yard line now.
5 minutes, 28 seconds. Artesia would love 2 points tacked on to their score here. That really puts them at an advantage if they're able to score a couple more touchdowns because of the fact that the Cavemen missed their first opportunity at the extra point. Atkins gets it. He's going to drop back. He's going to get this complete pass, and it's McKibben that gets all over it right there. And no
No flags. That's good.
Yeah, that's what I was looking for the whole
got
time.
in
No
his
yellow
face.
laundry out there. That's good. Cavemen able to make a stop there on the 2-point conversion. 6 points on the board for Artesia, though, and Carlsbad now going to take over on the to receive here. 14-point lead for the Cavemen. Not enough cushion to feel comfort whatsoever. And even one more touchdown would not make you feel that way necessarily either. So the Cavemen have their work cut out for them here tonight still.
Yeah, I think we just got to keep moving the ball and getting back in that end zone just to get those 6 points back at least, because, yeah, you can't feel comfortable anytime unless it's, what would you say, 4 touchdowns? A 4 touchdown lead?
Yeah, that might be correct. 5 minutes, 28 seconds on the clock. Artesia getting set to kick. Kicker for Artesia is Samuel Ansures, number 85.
And you have to be careful for the onside kick because you just never know. Trying to get their score quick.
All right, a short kick right there. And
Oh my
the
gosh.
onside is successful. It looked like Carlsbad had no idea where the ball was.
Yeah, like they weren't expecting anything like that.
First down.
And right there,
Yep, see, that's a
Bulldogs have every ounce of momentum now. I mean, we have not seen much of that momentum in favor of the Cavemen here in the second half yet. So a big play there as Artesia is able to pounce on the onside kick. So it's going to be 1st and 10 at the Cavemen 45-yard line for Artesia.
It was almost like we weren't even expecting anything remotely going to happen like that, and the ball just went right over that line and just let it go. It's crazy, and then it bounced back too. But
5 minutes, 28 seconds. Artesia offense staying out there, and there's a flag right there. It's going to be a delay of game, I believe, on Artesia.
Delay of game against the Bulldogs. 5-yard penalty.
So, Ruben, let's just kind of quickly break down the onside kick right there. You kind of have to expect something different out of Artesia coming out of that first score. You know, they're down by 2 touchdowns. They want to fight their way back. Cavemen have to be aware of that. They have to be concerned that there is that possibility, and it just seemed like they had no clue.
yeah, for sure. And I called it. I said they got to watch for the onside kick, and I was expecting a little swivel going to one of the guys on that line, and it just pooched right over them. And yeah, it's like they had no clue it was coming.
Well, we saw last year a lot of different things with, and right there we see the Bulldogs with an incomplete pass is going to make it 2nd and 15. But the last year, Annanens did a really good job with the onside kick. He was pretty magical with it, and it was a totally different style of onside kick. It was a bounce and then a pop over. And right there, good pass for Artesia. That one's completed to number 17, Leighton Whitmire. So that's going to make it about 3rd and 7 for Artesia on the 42-yard line. 5 minutes, 9 seconds on the clock. So clock still running here. Atkins to get the snap. He's going to get the ball there, and Pondo is going to get stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
Christian Pondo on the carry.
That's going to be a big 4th down right here. 4th and 5, 4th and 6 probably. So they're doing a good job of passing the ball, finding their open receiver. So I'd say they'll be looking to pass right here. 4th down, 6 to go with 4 minutes, 24 seconds left in the 3rd quarter.
All right, so Atkins here kind of building up that confidence more and more, but this one's a tough situation. 4th and 7 for the Bulldogs. Are they going to try and get an offsides call? No, they're going to play this one out. Drop back. The pass is they going to get a foot in, and he is going to be called in.
Again.
Is it going to be a 1st down? Yes. So it looks like Atkins and Whitmire are really connecting now
Yeah, they're
trying to
getting,
put these Bulldogs on their back right now.
yeah, they're getting more confidence as they go down the field. So it's just getting a little bit slowing the game down for sure.
So 20-6. Cavemen defense going to work hard here. And, of course, there's going to be some fatigue in there. Nice pass over the top. That one's going to be caught for another first down for Artesia. Still trying to spot the number right there. Looks like number 80. That's Destin Pacheco.
Destin Pacheco, first down, Bulldogs.
Well, that's
3
a name
minutes.
I haven't heard yet.
3 minutes, 50 seconds on the clock. Atkins really connecting. We start to see the passing game coming into play here. Fakes the handoff, passes this one into the end zone. It's knocked away by Annanens. Great job there by the cornerback to make sure that's not in there.
I guess the Bulldogs are kind of lucky. Looked like he stepped in just at the right time. Might have got an interception, but
punched it out just at the last second. But 20-6, the Cavemen lead. However, Artesia really with the momentum here in the second half. They scored 0 points in the first half, a 20-0 halftime for the Cavemen. But right now, Artesia trying to flip the script. Atkins drops back. He throws this one short, and it's almost intercepted. Bobbled around and almost taken by the Cavemen, but Cavemen not able to get that one, not able to get that break there. It's going to be 3rd and 10.
And like you're saying, the defense has been on the field pretty much the whole second half. So I feel like the fatigue could set in because they don't get the game situations, you know what I mean, as much as all the adrenaline and everything flowing.
Yes.
So they got to be a little bit tired.
Absolutely. And the thing about offense is even if you're out there a lot, you control the pace.
Yeah.
And here's a nice pass again.
Looks like it's
This one's caught yet again by Pacheco, who's becoming a part of this offense in a big way now so far on this drive as well. 3 minutes, 25 seconds.
4th and 2.
So big situation here for the Cavemen. A stop would put them deep in the other team's territory, but a stop would give them an opportunity to swing the momentum back in their favor. Defense looking to get that momentum. Atkins looks back, gets it knocked away. Good play there from the Cavemen defense, and it's going to be, a flag on the play. We've got one on the other side of the field. It's going to be against the Bulldogs, so it's going to be, it's going to be a 5-yard penalty, so it must have been a flag they're going to say before the snap.
I guess because, yeah, you would definitely not take the penalty.
Cavemen declined or accepted, and no, I'm just kidding. 3 minutes, 21 seconds. Here's Atkins again, dropping back, looking to pass. He's going to get hit. Nice play again. That's number 11, Trey Barta.
Oh, Barta, yeah.
Boom, big hit there for Barta, the junior. The linebacker for the Cavemen alongside McKibben has had his hand in this defense tonight, and that one might be one of the momentum swings the Cavemen were looking for. Offense really has to spark things up here in this third quarter. With 3 minutes, 17 seconds left, this could be a pivotal moment for the Cavemen.
Yeah, I feel like with Barta, he's been playing defensive back pretty much the whole game because he's been guarding somebody. I've been noticing him on the outside, but on the rare occasion where he gets to play linebacker as a linebacker, that shows what he can do.
He's a big, strong kid. Came in as a freshman. He was a strong kid, built kid. Now just continue to build off of that in the last couple of years. Here's a handoff to Wright. Wright is going to get a few yards on this play, about 5-yard gain for the senior. So Brock Wright probably itching through that defensive stint, just waiting for his chance to get out there. Of course, Marley Munoz might have, as much as you hate to see the Cavemen defense stay out there as long as they did, Munoz might have benefited from being off the field a little bit longer after that cramp we saw him come off for. But now we're going to see 54. Another injury here for the Cavemen, number 54, Lincoln Adcero. And I wonder if you attribute this to the short spurt training that they were doing with, you just never know. Is it you know, you sacrifice one thing for another, and I don't know if this is one of those things. Here's 3 minutes, 2 seconds. Roswell leading Hobbs 28-27 now in Roswell. And here's Munoz to hand it off to Wright. Looks like Wright's going to get about a yard on that one. He was tripped up early, able to dive in for a yard gain.
I feel we're going to have to get at least a couple of first downs just to give the defense a chance to
breathe it out.
Recover, yeah.
Yeah, because you're looking at, I think that's one of the things in football that you try to do. You try and deplete the energy of the defense because the more, you know, fatigue you see, the more mistakes are made, the more, you know, mental mistakes are made as well. 2 minutes, 24 seconds. The training in the offseason was more about recovery and quick spurts. So Cavemen playing well to those quick spurts here tonight. And here's going to be a timeout for the Cavemen. 2 minutes, 12 seconds in a 3rd and 4 situation. So, guys, we're going to be right back here in just a moment. This break brought to you by Skeen Furniture, Southeast Ready Mix, and Southern Tire Mart. All right, folks, we appreciate you guys for listening on the stream as well. All Sports Best is sponsored by the Carlsbad Chamber of Commerce. We appreciate them. We appreciate Nick Walker of Edward Jones Constructors, Inc. and Albertsons Market for always showing that support for the podcast. In the offseason, we had quite a few different guests, including just recently Braden Flores and Jaden Harper. But, you know, some other big-time names. One of the big names coming up in college football, Mason Posa, was on the podcast earlier this summer. Definitely one to listen to and look out for.
Yeah, one guy to watch for sure for Wisconsin, right? Linebacker.
Yes, absolutely.
It'll be exciting.
And another one, big one from Carlsbad, Faith Aragon going into Nebraska. 7th overall ranked transfer portal this year. Nebraska trying to make a big mark. They made the World Series last year. Now they bring in the Carlsbad native, and we're going to see what they're made of this year. I'm excited to hear more about it and look throughout the year. 2 minutes, 12 seconds. Big play here for the Cavemen. In the backfield, Brock Wright and Marley Munoz. Looked like Munoz was not ready for that snap yet again. It looked like he kind of bobbled it a bit. And you hate to see that. And Munoz tapping on his hamstrings again.
Yeah. Looks like he's hurting a little bit.
He's just not comfortable right now, it seems like. As comfortable as you would see anybody all game long, but lately just looks a little bit more like he needs a little break. Not sure what that is.
So who's our punter? Oh, is it Ananins? Ananins our punter too, right? Kicker.
Yes.
Because was it last year? Was it Castaneda that did the punting? Yeah.
So here's Ananins. He makes a clean catch, punts off. This one's a good one.
Yeah, it is.
Looks like it's gonna be a tough one to get. Can the Cavemen get on it? And no, they're not there in time.
That was a nice hit though.
Uh-oh. Looks like another one there down for the Cavemen, and it is cramp city here for Carlsbad. They have had multiple cramps throughout tonight's game. And I mean, what do you attribute cramps to? Dehydration and fatigue, I guess. So it's one or the other or both. I would imagine the hydration really isn't the issue here. So 20-6, the Cavemen lead, but Artesia now with the ball. They're going to have it at the 33-yard line, their own 33-yard line, with 1:21 left in the third quarter. This game is up for grabs, ladies and gentlemen. This is McKibben.
Oh, dang. Yeah.
So right now it looks like, again, another cramp. He's able to walk right now, but I think you got to get his arm over your shoulder and take some pressure off of him right now. It seems like he's in some pain.
Yeah, for sure. But I feel like they were all bouncing back, so just a little bit of rest and something, maybe, I don't know, what does they say, bananas and pickle
mustard,
pickle juice.
Yeah, all the above. But right now, I mean, we've seen cramps.
Yeah.
But I don't know that we've seen this volume of cramps.
No, not all. Well, it's all been in this quarter.
Yeah. 1:21. It's not like the Cavemen are not accustomed to the heat. But there's a handoff to Pondo. Pondo able to get about 3 yards of gain on that one.
On
So slow and steady there on that play, but Artesia really just needing to chip away offensively. Another touchdown would put them really just eyeing the Cavemen right there.
Right there, yeah. Yeah, our defense is just going to have to be strong on this one.
So both teams missed their first extra point. Well, Cavemen missed their extra point. Artesia missed their 2-point conversion opportunity. Atkins fakes the pass to the right. He's going to toss it over to the left, I'm sorry, passes it over to the right, and that one is dropped by number 80, Destin Pacheco. So that's going to be a 3rd and 7 situation for Artesia.
This is a big down for them.
So the Caveman defense right now without McKibben. So this is, like you said, it's a big situation for the Cavemen as well to try and go, hey, we got to patch up one of the biggest components of our defense. Atkins looking to his left. He's going to get this one off, and it is going to be short. That one nowhere near. It's going to make it 4th and 7. See what Artesia does here. Do they go for it? Do they say, hey, you know what? McKibben's not in. We're going to see if we can take advantage of this time right now or not. And right now it looks like they're switching out for special teams.
Yeah, I think
so.
It's
big job there. Big, good job there for the Cavemen defense. And, Ruben, I got to say, Cavemen fans have stuck around well tonight, of course.
Yeah,
14-point lead, I guess, makes sense with that. I guess not much to be proud of there. Is that what you're saying?
No, you definitely got to stick around for this one.
There's Duarte making the catch there, and almost out in front, not like the bread basket they say, you know, make sure it comes into your chest right there. Looked like he almost catches it with his hands out front, which is pretty scary.
Well, to me, maybe that's easier because if you get it too close to your body, you're getting your pads and, you know what I mean? So it can ricochet. So maybe that's, I don't know, maybe we get him on the show and ask him.
Yeah. 33 seconds remain here in the 3rd quarter. The Cavemen now with the ball after a great defensive stop. Cavemen need to go ahead and take advantage of this opportunity, but it doesn't look like we see Munoz. Oh, no, Munoz is back out there. There he is. So Marley Munoz in the backfield with Brock Wright, the common sight we have seen all game long and a lot of what we saw last year, majority of the year. We haven't seen Flores in the backfield as much in this half, but here's Brock Wright. Looks like he's going to get a first down right there on the first carry, and that's a spark that the Cavemen were really looking for right there. 10 yards in the first carry for Brock Wright on this drive, and it is going to move the chains.
Well, I know last year I felt like he got stronger in the second half. You know what I mean? Like as everybody was kind of getting tired, he was just kind of like getting warmed up. And I kind of feel like on that run right there, it kind of looked like typical Brock Wright, just kind of doing his job.
10 seconds on the clock. It looks like Carlsbad's just going to walk off here, let the clock run down, and they're going to turn things over here.
He just moves about, what, 6 yards?
Right, it's not much.
Yeah.
So 1st and 10 to start off the 4th quarter. We're going to take a break, folks, in between quarters. Going into the 4th, Cavemen lead 20-6. A solid performance on both sides. Artesia with the momentum to start out the 3rd quarter, but now Carlsbad trying to get it back on their side. We'll be right back. All right, folks, we appreciate you guys for checking into the stream. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button for All Sports Best. Does mean a lot to us, and of course, gives that shine to the athletes, coaches, and sports personalities that we have on the show. We love to have you guys join in. Check out 7 Rounds as well, the episodes we put out with the folks from Lucky Bull as well. 12 minutes on the clock, folks. The final 12 minutes of the game set to start here as the Cavemen with first and 10 opportunity. 20 seconds on the play clock. They get the snap off. Marley Munoz is going to hold on to this one himself, fakes the handoff, and he's going to get about 8 yards on the carry. Great job there for Munoz. And I guess that's one of the things you really want to show, hey, I'm going to come out here and throw some punches, even though it looked like, hey, I came off with a cramp or whatever. and Munoz showing I'm fearless. I'm coming out. I'm going to, run it anyway.
Shout out trainers, huh?
Absolutely.
Getting them all back on the field after a couple
They've
of plays.
got their hands full.
Yeah.
So 2nd and 2 here for the Cavemen. Snap. And Munoz going to go to the left side. He's going to hold on to this one himself. An easy first down, about a 7-yard gain for the Cavemen. And he's going to get out of bounds there, so the clock is going to stop.
So the Roswell-Hobbs game looks like it's a really good game. Roswell is up right now 36-33, and they're probably in the 4th quarter as well. So that's a high-scoring affair.
11 minutes and 11 seconds on the clock. 25 seconds on the play clock right now. No, 11 minutes and 9 seconds.
Yeah, and they must have gone out of bounds because the clock is stopped.
All right, there's Munoz, and he's going to hand this one off to Wright. A slow start for Wright, and right there he's hit behind the line of scrimmage. About a 2-yard loss there for the Cavemen. We're going to see what that flag's for. Maybe some taunting after the hit. We'll see. A little bit of a discussion here on the field.
Well, Brock tried to go around the corner instead of going through the...
And it's going to be, it looks like it's going to be against Carlsbad, maybe holding.
Yeah, it was something to do with...
Did we get a
I didn't see
motion? I didn't see it.
It's a 15-yarder, though, so it's got to be...
Whoa. I didn't see a call for personal foul or holding or anything, so we're going to see what this is. No.
Unsportsmanlike conduct.
Okay.
So do you think Wright said something?
Maybe so. I think, well, we saw them warn him a couple times throughout this game for, I think, excessive celebration and maybe talking to the other team, but there hasn't been any penalties up till this point. So maybe it was, hey, we've warned you kind of thing. So, Ruben, that's one of the things you absolutely cannot have if you're the Cavemen, though. I mean, obviously coaches are going to have to definitely make that a point, because if you're going to have success, penalties are going to be the one thing that can really help you shoot yourself in the foot.
Yeah, we've got a long field to go.
Munoz going out to his left. He's going to throw this one over the top, and it's just out of the reach for Jackson Duarte, kind of right over his head.
It was like on the wrong shoulder, huh?
Exactly.
He was going to the inside, and
but I think looked like he had his defender in a good position to make a play, but did not happen. So it's going to be 3rd and long for the Cavemen. Deep, 28 yards to go.
I feel it looks like it's way more than that, doesn't it? Like 10, 20. Yeah, I guess it is 28. Yeah, it looks like it's 40 yards the way they're standing. But
all right, so 20-6, the Cavemen lead still, and they have the ball with 10 minutes, 31 seconds on the clock. Still tons of time for the Bulldogs as well. Munoz gets this pass off. Good play. It's going to be a good amount of yards there, probably about 15 yards for the Cavemen. Good play for Ian Wilson there.
yeah, and I think, I mean, if it was me, I know they're probably going to go for it, but if it was me, I'd almost do a little, get it close, you know what I mean, so they'd have bad field position, because that's still a long ways to go for 4th down. What do we have? 4th and 16? And it's almost midfield, so it's just giving the Bulldogs really good field position.
So the Cavemen going to go ahead and do their thing here. You wonder if we try and see them try and get a offsides.
No,
he's going to do a little short punt.
Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good
and
idea.
And that one,
just don't go.
Hope that it doesn't get into the end zone. Oh, that's going to be like 1 yard line.
That one out of bounds.
Are they going to
Oh yeah, they'll
take
mark
note
it
of
there.
that?
Yeah,
they are. About as perfect of a
punt
punt as you can get right there for the Cavemen. And if you have to punt it, you can celebrate something like that. You know, if you have to punt it.
It's kind of crazy, though, because Ian Wilson, it looked like he was trying to knock it in bounds. It's like maybe he thought if it goes out of bounds, there's a penalty or something involved. But, yeah, that thing was a perfect punt. I don't think you could do a better punt than that.
So great job there by Munoz. That might be the new strategy for the Cavemen. We saw it happen a few times last year. But right there, I don't know if any of them paid off last year like that one did just there.
Yeah, I don't think you can do a better thing than that. At least they've got to go 99 yards to score.
20-6. Cavemen lead. And Artesia with their backs against the wall right there. Good hit right there for the Cavemen. That's Colton McKibben laying a lick.
He's back.
Colton McKibben, yeah, the cramps went away, and he hit. Made a big hit right there. Looks like number 31 was a little bit slow to get up for the Cavemen, though. That's Bailey King, a senior for the Cavemen. He's kind of limping off right there. He's limping over to Luke, the trainer. So coming in for Bailey King is number 22, Liam White.
He had an official timeout.
But right now, Ruben, the Cavemen, when they put somebody in, when somebody comes out, they put somebody in, they look like athletes.
Yeah,
I mean, it's not like
they're
you're
not really a backup. They're just another guy that's getting his shot,
Yeah.
and that's good. That's what we
9
need.
minutes, 2 seconds on the clock. Adkins backs up.
Oh,
Deep
long pass.
throw here. Can the Cavemen get a play? Yes, an
God, that was a
interception.
great-
Number
that was
5,
great.
Damian Valencia.
Oh my gosh.
Is he making a case for one of the players of the game tonight? I think he might be making a case for one of the defensive players of the game.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, that's two
Damian
awesome
Valencia.
Yeah, you know what I'm going
That
to
is
say?
a big time play.
Where's Magaha right now? That's a catch over the fence, pulling it back. Yeah, that was nice.
All right. 8 minutes, 56 seconds on the clock. And the Cavemen, they wanted that momentum back. They got it there with the interception. Now it's about time management and ball control here.
Oh, yeah.
Ball
Of
safety.
course, you want to get in the end zone, but if nothing else, you just want to get a lot of clock off and try to get as much first downs as possible.
So just under 9 minutes to go here in this game, and the Cavemen would like to see some clock shaved. All right. Munoz gets it to right. Looked like he was going down, stood back up, acrobatic. He might get the first down on this one, maybe just short.
Yeah, it's going to be real close. But
9-yard gain there for Brock Wright.
I almost prefer a 2nd and 1 than a first down on that one. You know what I'm saying? Because
Okay.
then you've got
Because you can get as many yards as you can possibly get, yeah.
Yeah, you can do some more with it than to just go, okay, now we got a first down. I don't know.
No, I mean,
Maybe that's just me.
I get the mindset for sure. I do like that. It feels like there's more room to play with. You're knocking on the door, so you have more opportunities to do something with it. 8 minutes, 12 seconds on the clock. Munoz taking his time, 10 seconds on the play clock.
Yeah, it's
And
smart.
there it is, the snap. He's going to fake the hand. No, he gets the handoff to Brock Wright. Wright gets the first down. About a 3-yard gain there. A little bit loose with the handle of the ball there.
Yeah.
When he came down, his hand was extended with the ball, and that's always scary.
Yeah, we definitely don't want any kind of turnover. Just keep moving the ball and run some clock. Because there's still a lot of time in this game, almost 8 minutes.
7 minutes, 45 seconds, and some hype band members over there with their flashlights. I got to give big credit to the
They're
band.
doing it as well over here.
Oh, okay.
It's almost like a battle.
Both
of the flash-
sides, I like
yeah,
it.
they've been doing it, yeah.
I think these bands get along. It's friendlier out off the field than it is on the field, I think. 7 minutes, 28 seconds. 7 seconds on the play clock, and the Cavemen really just using every second they can on the play clock, and why not? There's Munoz to hand it off, and it's going to be a timeout for the Cavemen. So I think Sanders was thinking, hey, you got to pay attention to the play clock. I think Munoz had a handle on it.
Yeah, I think he got scared that it was going to be a delay of game instead of...
7 minutes, 18 seconds. We're going to take a break, folks, in this timeout. Cavemen lead 20-6 if you're just joining us. A solid game for the Cavemen. And right now on the momentum of the game in favor of the Cavemen. We'll be right back. All right, so here at the Bulldog Bowl in Artesia, the Cavemen lead 20-6. Folks, if you're here on the stream, we appreciate it. We've had a solid crowd there. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. We're going to be streaming as many games as we possibly can this year. If I'm not here, Ruben, you might be here.
I got you.
All right.
5.
Let's go. So we appreciate you guys for tuning in. Been been working on this all sports best journey for over 10, right around 10 years now. I think it's 11 years coming up soon. So you guys make it worth it. Thank you guys so much for the support and, of course, the support of New Mexico Athletics. Here's a handoff there. This one goes to Jaden Harper, the speedster, but he gets hit behind the line of scrimmage. There's a flag down on the play. We might see a holding call. We'll see what that is. But it was 1st and 10. Now it's going to be 2nd and 11, I believe. Hit for a loss. Holding on the offense, so it's going to be.
Penalties declined, looks like.
Okay. So it is going to be 2nd and 11 instead. So Artesia would rather have that down.
Yeah.
With a 1-yard loss than 1st and 15.
They just want to get the ball back is the
absolutely
idea, I guess.
7 minutes, 12 seconds. Pivotal next 3 minutes for the Cavemen, that's for sure. And this offense is going to look to make that impact probably largely through the running game with Brock Wright.
I'm sure
you would expect to see them look towards Braden Flores' side here pretty soon.
Yeah, I'm sure Marley's saying, hey, you know what, we're going to run this clock down, so don't get in a hurry of us snapping this ball. Go down to 3 seconds.
6 minutes, 45 seconds. He's going to hand it off to Brock Wright. Wright, kind of a slower start on that one.
Yeah.
But that's kind of the name of his game. He kind of just is looking to see what's the best first step that I'm going to make. Because I think after about, 2 steps in, you're going to get trucked.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I think he's thinking my first step needs to be smart, and then whoever else gets in my way, I'll handle them. 6 minutes, 20 seconds.
I wonder if he's thinking, who do I run over this time?
Right. So 3 minutes, or I'm sorry, 3rd and 12. Wow. 3rd and 12. 6 minutes and 8 seconds on the clock. Artesia fans packed in. Carlsbad fans packed in. It's blue and orange all over the place. 2 C's. Big pass here for Munoz. Deep. This one's going to be out of reach. Good coverage there from Artesia. That one was intended for number 6, Ian Wilson. And that's going to be, it's going to make it 4th and 12 for the Cavemen. Will they go for it here? 5 minutes, 51 seconds.
See, on this field position compared to the other one, I almost feel like you can go for it and just try to get, even if you just get 5 or 6 yards and turn it over on downs. Sure, it'd be great if you could do the punt and get it at the 1-yard line, but those chances are, pretty lucky.
Well, it looks like they're going to kind of be lining up the same way they did before. So it might be kind of one of those things, a last-minute decision, and it looks like it is. It's going to do it again. This one, not nearly as good. That one, quite bad, actually. This one's going to be, I think, on the 27.
25? Yeah, 28, 29.
All right, so still a little bit better than where they would have been, but not what we saw before. They put them at the 1, and that gave the Cavemen every bit of an advantage to be able to get that ball back, and they did. 5 minutes, 48 seconds left on the clock. Artesia needs to score twice in this game. Sense of urgency is going to come over them here quickly. All right, so Atkins has had some flashes of brilliance in the pass game. Here's a big hit laid by McKibben. If you want to protect your guys, you probably don't want to throw it towards McKibben. But again,
the middle.
Good play there for Artesia regardless. About a 5-yard gain. That one caught by Pondo.
So they definitely have the hurry-up offense going. Ready to snap the ball quick.
All right, Atkins with trying to get this pass off. This one to the right side. This one's taken down by Ananen slowly but surely. And that's going to be a first down for Artesia. That's about a 12-yard gain.
First down, Bulldogs.
So it's going to be on the 45-yard line, the Artesia 45-yard line. 5 minutes, 12 seconds.
Yeah, they're going to have to keep passing the ball, I feel like, to try to keep moving it forward.
Carlsbad leads 20-6. Atkins running out to his left.
Ooh, that could have
He's
been a
going to
late
pass
hit.
this one off, and it's dropped. That one was intended for number 26, Tyler Eglund, and McKibben and Atkins talking to each other. But yeah, McKibben was in stride and pushed him off. But that's the thing, Ruben. If you're both running and he pushes you, it might look a lot more than it might have been.
But in that situation, I feel like he passed it, and then
scary.
he had like a step, and then he shoved him, so it almost could have been a late hit. That's what scared me.
It's scary for Carlsbad to even take that risk.
Yeah.
20-6, 14-point lead for the Cavemen. Atkins drops back. He's going to look down the field.
Oh, he's
good
open.
pass,
Oh.
just out of reach. That was half a step too far. That would have been 6 right there, Ruben.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, he
we're
was in
talking
stride.
about a foot, maybe 2.
Yeah, that looked like the Jaden Harper play in the first half.
It did. It did. 4 minutes, 52 seconds.
That ball hit the guy in the back of the head, but with the incomplete pass, it stops the clock. So we got 3rd down, and what do we got? 3rd and 10? Yep.
4 minutes, 52 seconds. Artesia can take their time. The clock is stopped. Atkins throws it to his left side. This one is complete. This one to Eglund as well, and it is going to be a first down for Artesia.
Pass complete to Tyler Eglund.
So last year, there was an Eglund that played football and basketball.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And he had a great year.
Yeah.
So I'm looking through this Artesia roster, and we saw Pondo last year, of course, but Whitmire, we've seen that name quite a bit. We've seen Eglund. We've seen Bada. Last year, Bryce Bada was the main running back for Artesia, but it's just when you're in it, your family's in it, and that's pretty impressive. 4 minutes, 20 seconds. Atkins looking to pass. This one intended and caught by number 80, Destin Pacheco. He's been big today, and there's a flag on the play, so we're going to see what that one's.
And I want to say there was a Pacheco in the past, too. That was a running back a few years back. That was a stud. So, yeah, that's if it's the same family.
4 minutes, 15 seconds remains. 20-6, Carlsbad with the lead. Roswell 43, Hobbs 40 over in Roswell. That is a
shootout,
big scoring game. And 2 solid teams out of New Mexico duking it out in the South.
Yeah, so Artesia's threatening right now at the, what are they on, the 20? So we got a penalty flag? Did you notice that? Oh, I guess that's against Artesia.
All right.
15-yard variety.
So that is a huge swing in the favor of the Cavemen.
I guess it was clipping, it looked like.
Oh, wow.
Personal foul against the Bulldogs.
That's a big
block in the back.
That's a big block. Right? I mean, a big penalty right there.
All right, so it looks like Sanders running out to the referee to hear what's going on. More of an excited run than anything.
Yeah, thank you.
Right? Was he skipping? It just seemed like he was so happy. 4 minutes, 15 seconds.
And whistling. I could hear him whistling.
All right, here's Atkins in the backfield with Pondo. Artesia looking pretty good on this drive, really moving the ball. And there's a bad snap there. They're going to have to jump on that one.
And
they're going to keep the ball run, keep the clock running.
They're going to have to let it run because.
And how many timeouts? The Bulldogs have 3 timeouts left. They're going to just hustle this offense up. So it's 2nd and 16, 2nd and 15 for Artesia here. Atkins asks for the snap. He's going to back up. He sees something. No, he doesn't. He's going to take off running himself, and he's going to go ahead and slide after about a 7-yard gain. Good play there for Atkins, a smart veteran move.
The clock is definitely not in their favor, but they're only down. What are they down? 14?
That's right, 14 points. 20-6, the Cavemen lead. 3 minutes, 27 seconds. Atkins gets the snap, looks back. It's going to be a passing game the rest of this game for Artesia. They're trying to advance quickly, and right there, an incomplete pass to the right side, and it's going to make it 4th and 11. Big play here for the Cavemen. This could be what decides the rest of this game. A turnover here could lead the Cavemen to running off an infinite amount of clock, it feels like.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, definitely the play of the game right here, trying to get this stop on the defensive side.
Cavemen did a good job with their time management on the last drive as well, just taking their time, getting, a few yards here, a first down there, and really just running that clock down. You'd love to see them score, but if you can't score, it's the next best thing. Adkins back. He's going to pass this one off, and it is going to be caught. Looks like his foot got in. I think he did drag it, and it is good. I think there was a flag back there. It looks like. Ooh,
maybe it's holding.
Flag on McKibben, maybe? I mean, I saw McKibben plow through a defender or an offensive lineman, but I do not know what this play or who this was against.
I guess we'll find out. Holding. That's huge.
Oh, wow. So that might have been it because McKibben was moving fast.
To stop him, and it took 4 guys, and they held him.
That's something that I was going to say. If I'm playing O-line, I might be inclined to try and do the same thing.
Yeah, just try to slow him. I don't think you can stop him, but you can try to slow him down.
Ruben, last year we knew he had the offers and that he was going to be a stud and all of that stuff. We knew that, and he was big, strong. This year, he's inevitable.
Yeah.
Last year, he was a big part. This year, I mean, you see every single play he's in there.
Yeah.
And Adkins drops back. He's going to pass this one off. Wide open is Pondo, and Pondo's going to get a good amount of yards
Got a
here.
first down.
And there again, McKibben, if you can't stop him, short, McKibben's going to go find him.
Yeah.
And that's going to be a big first down for the Bulldogs, and it's going to be 3 minutes and 3 seconds left on the clock. Artesia's going to be running through this one quickly. They still have 3 timeouts. They did not use that other one wisely, or they did not use the other one, which was a wise move. And this one, they're going to just throw out of bounds for the clock to stop. So essentially trying to get a timeout built in right there with that one. So it's going to be 2nd and 10 for Artesia. Trailing right now by 14 points, but
of course their number one goal for Artesia, of course, is to get in the end zone as soon as possible.
Yes.
And then it's an onside kick.
And
so
then,
I mean, those two things are hand in hand.
Right. So
Empty
Artesia
backfield.
definitely not hiding the fact they're going to pass this ball. Here's the next pass, and this one is completed. About a 7-yard gain so far. Big hit there by none other than Valencia. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Trey Barta.
Yeah.
Trey Barta and Valencia have been putting some big hits together, and, of course, McKibben. Those 3 are going to be scary this year. If they can stay out there, stay healthy, and keep grinding, it's going to be fun to watch those guys hit offensive players.
So now you got Pondo in the backfield, but he's definitely not going to get the ball.
Atkins needing a little extra time. He's going to do it with his legs, and he's going to run out of bounds. Just gets out of bounds before getting hit. And I think the next guy in line to make that hit, it looked like Noah Gonzalez was running at him.
Well, that's a smart play when you're running it out of bounds, but you still got 18 yards to get in the end zone. Of course, that can happen in one play.
All right, 4th quarter, 2 minutes, 12 seconds. It's 20-6. Cavemen lead by 14. Big game and a big moment here. Artesia with Pondo getting trying to get into the end zone, and he gets pushed down again by McKibben. This one's going to get him at the 5-yard line, I believe. But again, right there, 2 minutes and 4 seconds left, and they're going to...
What is Artesia thinking, that McKibben is everywhere?
I think he is. I think he is everywhere. There might be 2 of them out there.
It's like a magnet, ball magnet.
So 2 minutes, 4 seconds. Artesia trying to get in the end zone ASAP. Carlsbad going to try and make a stop there. No. And Artesia gets in the end zone. No flag on the play. So now it's going to make it just that much tighter, Ruben. 20-12. You would imagine they're going to go for 2 here, or are you going to go for a PAT?
No, they've got to get 2 touchdowns. So they're just going for the extra point just to stay there, because if they miss the 2-point conversion, then they're going to have a tough time after that. So
all right, so they're going to be messing around here, but a flag on the play. We're going to see what that one is.
No?
No, I don't believe delay of game. We're going to see what they're going to call here. It's going to be
They're calling against Artesia. Offside.
Offsides against the
That's
Cavemen.
interesting. So I thought they declined it. It looked like they declined it, yeah.
It
so
does.
Keep it there, and let's keep going.
Why would you decline it? You want to be further away? You just
No,
a
it's
better
just the same
position
place.
to be able to.
I don't know. They don't want to go for 2, so they're like, no, we'll be tempted to go for 2 again.
All right, here it comes. The
Ooh,
extra
another
point is good.
Yeah.
Neither team's extra points tonight look good. They
No.
look scary. They look like they mishit them.
Uh-huh. Like they're just trying to see how close they can get to that upright.
Right. Like they're just squibbing it through. It's wild. But folks, 2 minutes and 1 second left in this game. Artesia is without question going to do an offside,
120%.
an onside attempt here. We're going to see what that turns out to be, but it's 9:18 p.m. here in Artesia, New Mexico. It's a beautiful night for football, and it is one of those things that your heart might be stopping here pretty soon on some of these nerve-wracking plays. 2 minutes and 1 second left on this clock, guys, and this could be about as crazy as it gets. I'll say that.
Well,
So
the
we got a
onside
question. We got a question. I wonder what time it is in Carlsbad.
kick. So I
All
think
right.
that you've got to learn from that last onside kick, and of course you put all your good hands people there, and you just get ready for it. If they kick it deep, well, hey, they kick it deep. You're going to have one guy back. Everybody else is just ready for that onside kick. So we're going to see what happens because this is the play of the game right here with 2 minutes left.
All right.
Same thing.
Oh,
he
no,
dropped it.
Cavemen did
Oh,
not get
man,
it.
he
It
got
looks like it was
Artesia got it.
bobbled. Who's going to get on top
don't
of it?
know.
And it's going to be Carlsbad ball. It looks like
Oh,
they've
my
got the ball
gosh.
there.
That was
They jumped on
insane.
it, and that was a bullet off the chest
Yeah.
of the Cavemen receiving team, but Carlsbad ended up jumping on
I
it.
don't even
so
know how Carlsbad got it.
I
There was
don't
like
either.
5 Artesia guys right there as soon as it hit his chest.
It looked like the dog pile from the beginning of the game, and somehow the Cavemen ended up with it.
Yeah, that was interesting. And that could be the play of the game because with 2 minutes left, you've got to just try to get at least one first down.
Somebody check that kid out, though. I mean, he might have lost his breath on that one.
Oh, for sure.
That ball about smoked him, about knocked him off his feet. Wow.
Well, I think right now they're going to have 3 timeouts, so they're going to be using every timeout on defense this time because
Yes.
that's the only way. And everybody knows it's running the football.
2 minutes, 1 second on this clock. Munoz going to have it to the left side. Good
That's a
good
good
play
5
there for
yards.
the Cavemen. About a 5-yard gain, 6-yard gain maybe. Munoz
Artesia.
putting them in a good position there. About 5 seconds shaved off the clock there. Not much. Artesia takes the timeout. Good move by the Bulldogs. They've been in situations like this before. A veteran coach with 3 state titles for a reason. Guys, we're going to be right back. Stick around. All right, for those of you on the stream, we'd love to see it in the comments section. Who would you suggest that we get on the podcast? Maybe an athlete, a coach, something from New Mexico. We'd love to see it. One of the ones on our list that we would love to have, Cody Ross. Love to have him on the podcast at some point. But who else would you guys like to see pop in on the podcast from New Mexico or maybe Southwest?
7, Roswell 43. Levington
3.
20, Goddard 14.
All right, folks, 1:56 on the clock here in the fourth quarter. 20-6 Cavemen. I'm sorry, 20-13 Cavemen lead. Here in the fourth quarter.
That was a
And
first down.
Marley Munoz taking it himself,
Oh,
getting a
dang.
first down. There's a flag on the play.
That's
We're
gotta
going to
be on
see
the
what that
defense.
is.
That's gotta
Maybe
be
a
on the
face
defense.
mask.
Yeah, that's got to be on the defense because he was just
Yeah,
cruising along.
it was late.
Yep, face mask.
Face mask on the defense. This is going to be big.
Another 5 yards.
I think face mask 15.
Yeah.
That's going to put the Cavemen in a really good position to run the clock out, and then kick kick a field goal if they have no other choice.
Well, I think
Put this game out of reach. So Cavemen are going to really benefit from this face mask right here. Great job, Marley Munoz in the clutch right now, Ruben.
Yeah,
Can't ask for more right there out of your senior quarterback, your senior running back, your senior defensive players all have shown up tonight. We've seen some great things. Yeah. O-line has been impressive. I am pumped to see what they are going to be accomplishing this year. 1:35 on the clock. 5 seconds on the play clock. He's going to hand it off to Brock Wright, and he's going to go down. Does he get the first down? Just short of the first down. So your favorite scenario right there, Ruben, 2nd and 1.
I bet Brock has an earpiece. He's listening to us, and he's like, you know what? I'm going to do that. I'm just going to make a
an avid ASB listener. He might have an AirPod in. Just kidding. 1:12 on the clock, guys. Here in the 4th quarter, Cavemen lead 20-13 in this nail biter.
So we got what, 2nd down and 1? Yeah, that's
2nd and 1 on the 11-yard line. 1:12 on the clock. All right, Cavemen getting a game plan. What is next? Artesia with 1 timeout remaining. So still
have a chance.
Still scary hours here. We just got to make sure to protect the ball. The number one priority, protect the ball, especially in this situation. The Cavemen can get a first down and really seal this thing up. Can they do it? Here's the handoff to Brock Wright. He's got time to go and run. Ooh, he laid a lick. Great play there by Brock Wright, and he laid a shoulder down on the lone defender that ended up knocking him out of bounds, but not before getting knocked back.
Yeah.
That's an easy first down for the Cavemen, though he does go out of bounds, so it's going to stop the clock with 1:07. Absolutely, 100%.
You've still got 4 downs to go, and you're on the 4-yard line.
So the Cavemen in a great spot right now to get this win. But again, Ruben, secure that ball.
Yeah, because as a defender, you're just trying to knock it out because that's almost the only chance you have.
That is a big boy run right there, if I've ever seen it. That was big. 1:07 on the clock here. Cavemen lead by 7. Munoz is going to drop back right there.
Yeah,
for
let
a
him use
pass.
their last timeout. That's not bad. You're not trying to get a first down. All you're trying to do is let them use their timeout and then run the clock out.
You almost feel like right there you drop back and then run a little bit to the right and kind of put yourself in the middle of the field for the field goal if you really want it.
They're not trying to kick a field goal, Trey.
They're going to let this thing run down a little bit.
They're just going to run out the clock, I think Artesia is, because they know that if they call the timeout and it's over, they can't do anything about it.
What do you think's running through Lennon Annanen's head while he's about to kick this field goal? Just kidding. 30 seconds on the clock here, folks. 7-point lead for the Cavemen. And right here, Cavemen going to kneel it.
Yep, that's going to do it. Unless they call a timeout,
we'll
which
see
they
what
have
the
one left.
Bulldogs do. They might call a timeout here with just a little bit of time left, but I'm thinking they just go ahead and let it go.
Looks like it's going to be over.
All right, so Cavemen end up with the first win of the season and their first win against Artesia in the last 5 years. Big time for this senior squad, led by Colton McKibben, Brock Wright, Sean Cruz, Marley Munoz, Jaden Harper, Damian Valencia. These guys killed it tonight, and it was fun to watch these guys play. Folks, we're going to be back here in just a minute with the post-game wrap-up, and this break brought to you by Steel Depot, Stevens Inn, The Laundry Basket, A.R. Foreman Construction, and Southeast New Mexico College. Well, folks, for those of you on stream, we appreciate y'all for tuning in. The Cavemen came out and had something to prove tonight against the defending state champions. Artesia looks like a team that's going to be solid throughout their year. Carlsbad starting the season off 1-0 for the first time in years. And this is a big part of why we do this. We love to see those Cavemen do their thing and just see that excellence from the south here in New Mexico. So great game. I mean, Ruben, that definitely kept us, interested throughout the entire game.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it was just exciting the whole game. We didn't have any time to, just relax and go, oh, man, is this game almost over? It was just fun to watch. And so McKibben comes over to this side and is, pumped up, his senior year. And now he's over here talking to 20 of the Artesia guys, so hopefully everything's cool. But
no, I think he's definitely friends with these guys, but actually can't tell.
Happy.
No, it doesn't look very friendly.
No,
it doesn't look very friendly.
No, and the coach shook his hand, but it's kind of like, hey, what are you doing over here on this side? So that kind of didn't sit well with Artesia.
I guess, yeah, this is going to be a question mark. We can't really, get down there and find out. We don't have an on-the-field reporter yet.
I think the hardest thing to do right now is to decide the player of the game.
I know.
I
know. You're right.
You have to divide it into so many different pieces. I mean, McKibben.
Let's go ahead and let's name top three from both. I'd say McKibben's got to be in there for defense. Valencia's in there for defense as well. And yeah, I probably give it to Trey Barta as the third defensive player tonight. He really came out and had one heck of an opening game as a junior.
Yeah, and then of course on the offensive side, you've got the offensive line, of course. You've got Brock Wright and Marley Munoz.
Yes.
So it's tough. It was a heck of a game for sure.
100%. Folks, we appreciate you guys for tuning in and catching tonight's Eddy County rivalry. The opening game of the season for the Cavemen came out victorious. Have yourselves a great night. Be safe, and we look forward to hosting you on Friday in Roswell, New Mexico against the Goddard Rockets. Stay tuned.